Episode 6 of the Emerald Throne Saga. It is May, I think it's May 28th. It is, 2016. Waiting for the gang to show up. You're here, let the game speak. You? Me? You? Yeah, she for you last week, I guess, Magnus. Okay, understood. There. That's right, you better take coming up here. That's totally, I'm gonna go poke the bear. Looks all fit. Yeah, we have more room to put the things. Get the, you were hoping to get some components on there, I think you said? Oh, yeah, some, actually, try to put on the resume. Oh, we'll see. I may have to use the top roll. Yeah, with, scans. I don't want to do, but I can't. How's it going? Did you have a good trip? I did. Are the others coming?
As far as I know, Jim's coming. Brad is on his way back from Iowa, so he will not.
Iowa. Family? No, he's from Nebraska.
He said his mom's dad died.
Oh.
So not knowing the whole family tree issue, maybe it's not that his grandpa, maybe his mom was married. I don't know.
Yeah, most people said grandpa. When you said it that way, I thought the same thing. It was going to be his grandpa. My boy's not with you this weekend.
Yeah, Caden, I'm just waiting.
Oh.
Caden's really invested in Skyrim right now.
Oh, yeah. So you got some new light fixtures playing out there.
Yeah, they're
Free as always.
legal.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah. I mean, if you're not going to use them.
I was gonna put one here,
Uh-huh.
and then if you want the other one.
Ring. It'd be awesome.
Now, I would say I haven't tested them,
Yeah.
so that could be.
It's important to run testes. Guess I need to text Jim.
He asked me earlier in the week. Yeah. So,
He's got family
oh,
over.
here's a text right here. Let's see. Probably says on the way. Running late in the car on my way. Okay.
Even more detailed than you.
How does he know when I think to look? I don't know.
Intuitive.
Lee, were you able to get any information about what happened to us?
Yeah.
So then, do you know where we left off? What was the last thing these guys did?
Blackout cave next to dead body. They were driving around.
Okay, so yes, that's the last thing that happened. And they were having an argument about what they should do.
Scruffy buddy. What are you doing there? What are you doing today, Delbert? What are you doing today, little Delbert?
Okay.
Bring your what? Bring your kids up and down? Bring your kids up and down? I was going to call him Rick. Because he's a small dude. What it is
That'd be great. That'd be great.
That'd be great. I don't like it, Jersey.
Your church is downstairs. Oh.
Carry it up.
Yeah.
Here. I got it. That's gonna be dope. That's gonna be dope. Will you be so friendly?
What do you need a light fixture for, Daryl? Now that
My
we
basement.
established that.
My basement.
Exactly. Are you doing any kind of summer journey or summer school thing? No.
Sniffly's pit.
He wants to look your mouth.
Oh yeah, it does.
He wants to get up in there.
We just ate, so he's all interested in marshmallow.
Did you burger?
No.
What was the best part of that movie? The
Morning, Jim.
Brad?
Oh.
Yeah. Brad Shake. Brad. He's on his way back.
What's new, man?
On his way back from work. Iowa. Hey, it's time. Time.
Highway.
His mom's dad died, So,
Come on, Scrap.
so you'll have that right there.
Come on, bud. Come on.
He's a friendly little cur.
Hi.
A friendly little cur.
Yeah.
Hi.
What's up, dude? There's your birthday dice.
Yeah, I have new dice.
Good. You know what they are, though? Here, go ahead and add that. That way, in case you be 20 years old.
Right.
Sure.
What about my D3?
Right there on top of the
No. Every gamer's,
It should be like,
what's it called? Superstition. To have a backup dice. I thought it was out, I left it out on the table.
I don't see orange.
Oh, here it is. There you go.
Hey.
100.
Jim, you need.
What's the thing?
No, I'm good. I mean, there's dice all over
You
this.
got some.
There's dice everywhere.
We that cat here.
So Lee is caught up on what happened. So that's good.
Yeah.
Remember where we left off? You guys were arguing about what to do with
Yes, the
the
dragon.
dying dragon.
I want to.
And that
Bart not being here, that's,
I can,
I know you can.
I can. I won't have all the witticisms that he has, but we can muddle through. So,
I'll say we'll get the four. Three granddaughters in the house. Because
Fair enough.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So, Bart, he reiterates, what?
Maybe we can get Benny's help. Want to go back to Featherfall? Maybe he's got some poultice or something that he can use to help us with this dragon's healing. Again, when I was looking at it, you said there were no like gashes or big major wounds. That
Not that you can see.
okay?
There's still a whole, almost another hand that's pressing against the ground where,
Yeah. Okay. And Bart, I'm assuming that this creature is much too big for you to teleport somewhere.
yeah. Unfortunately.
And
Why don't you try and maybe we can split in half.
you know, the evil that is
Try one.
trying to come through these portals and
I set him up. That's soft.
throw the balance out of whack,
Right?
you know, is much greater than the evil of this beast. And as far as the balance, which that's what I'm all about, the balance in nature, I think, I get where you're coming from. He's probably killed a lot of innocents and eaten livestock all his life, but I still say we should attempt to help him because he has helped us.
You should just say he's still of use to us.
I would hope so.
When sort of good deed does not wipe out a millennia of death.
I hear you. I get it.
It says, if it's your,
There we go. Now actually Bart's moved fully correct.
uh-oh, go ahead. He says,
Brad.
if he's so evil, why didn't the elder resources do away with it before now?
I don't know, Prince. Why didn't they?
You and Solath have dealt with him much more than any of the rest of us, so. The king seems to trust.
Why didn't you?
Because Well, I don't really know why.
Because I was too busy
But
chasing things.
Magical artifacts.
Yeah. Monkey's paw.
have you noticed the decline of magic in these lands in recent years? This would just be another
How am I supposed to answer
part of that.
In character, am I supposed to?
Yeah. No, just
Oh,
you have not.
no. My
It
magic
says,
cards are
it says, well, yours, but I mean, there are less and less practitioners of the arts. There are less and less schools.
Not to mention just magical beasts.
Did you know recently in Greyhawk, and when I say recently, I mean the past 100 years, the mages that protected that kingdom have all disappeared. Their magical college has been shut down. That is,
Nothing.
I know it doesn't mean anything to the average magician, but to those of us that want to see magic flourish,
Like Dick and Tintin.
it's very important.
Well, then why aren't you staffing the schools? Why aren't you creating new schools?
I'm trying to
about
go.
new magic.
I am seeking to solve the problem at its root cause, not just to replace, but to find out.
The root cause is that people die. And you have to continue the process of doing things.
Not all die at once. How can the circle of AIDS all just die at once?
I don't know that they just died at once.
Well, they might as well have died. They're no longer around. And for them to have gone.
ACDC, they're still making new music.
I got Axl Rose singing for me. That's not.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Why isn't
Brian Johnson's voice is
Yeah.
shot. He can't tour or sing, or any, you know. The doctor said you could try, but you know, your throat's gonna fly out or something. You know?
Or you'll permanently, if it is, you'll permanently damage your stores and won't be able to talk to you. I mean, that's kind of a bull.
He gave up touring and quit the band.
how does Axel sound?
I can't even imagine. I know that in the
It's definitely an octave or two higher.
for the first scheduled show in like Heidelberg, Germany or something, like 10,000 people wanted to refund on their ticket before the show ever played.
Gotta be, okay.
So I have not heard anything with him singing, but I'm just when I first heard that I was trying to imagine Axl with his Katharine Hepburn voice. See the snake dance? He did the snake dance. See what I mean? That's what everybody thinks.
Man, I heard Axl Rose every morning at 6 a.m. when I was in Panama for a little more. It was Welcome to the Jungle. Every morning at 6 o'clock at 40 billion decibels. I'm
Get up, soldier!
No, it's screwing with the idiot that we're trying to get.
Oh, cool map.
The president, no, in Panama.
I remember.
It was Operation Just, we used to refer to it as Just Because. It was Operation Just Cause.
Yeah.
Noriega.
Yeah, that's right. I remember him blaring rock and roll music
All
as a
day.
psychological torture to the
06.
soldiers. Oh, and to Noriega.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of that, but thank you for your service to our country on Memorial Day weekend. I appreciate it.
Thanks, I didn't die, but I appreciate it.
Hey,
I certainly tried.
yeah, you gave it your all. It's not your fault that nobody
volunteered
shot
for
you.
every single thing. And God, when we get some sleep. Half of everyone named me. You're welcome.
That was the war where
Animal?
you gained your dungeon mastering chops, isn't it?
Oh no, that was Desert Children's Home. That's one where I actually had the books and everything shipped over. And I got
No shit.
all these hillbillies from southern Missouri were playing D&D, man.
Out in the desert.
Yeah. It was. There's a lot of downtime.
What year was
Yeah.
it?
90, 91, fall of 90, and then 91. My brother was over there. Yeah. It sucks.
I'm sure.
Yeah, it was, I did that. And I got to read Wheel of Time, too. I had like the first 3 books of Wheel of Time from Robert Jordan's.
That was a pretty good series. Jill really enjoyed it. I think I started reading one.
It's so detailed.
I hear that.
Oh shit! Talking about the buttons on dresses and stuff. Like,
The
jerk dog or something. It's just
what was
terrible.
the Stephen King series? It wasn't Wheel of Time. It was like the Gunslinger and the Tower, the Dark
I've
Tower.
never ever read any Stephen King.
Well, I hear that they're starting to make series about with the Gunslinger series, which was very popular. Stephen King. I don't read very much.
I listen to audiobooks.
Yeah, that's the easier way.
Hour drive each way to work.
So I'm guessing you've gotten all those courts prepared sufficiently, and you've done some sacrament, and take him back to Featherfall and go from there. I don't think we should leave anyone here, and then come back. That'd be risky with all these portal signs. It can open at any point.
Hopefully they won't come to, if they do open, hopefully they won't open and attack the dragon.
Right. No, we can't do anything about that at this point.
Oh yeah, that would be awful.
Oh, until we can make a decision.
Well, we've made
The
decisions.
decision's been made. For reason that die. And I'm gonna do like
Anyone
a
won't
dance.
be coming back with us when we come down.
I won't be bringing any Band-Aids.
We sure could
First
use
I
it
gotta
now.
admit- first I gotta admit them. I agree.
Bart says, would it be against your, would it hurt your feelings, whatever it is that you're
Of course it
basing
would.
decisions
Everything hurts
on
the
there,
feeling.
viewing,
He's fragile.
to check the body to see if you can find what's wrong.
Against my feelings to do that? You want me to do it?
If there's a chance you're not going to come back, I would request.
Yes.
And I mean, and if
I do the big audible sigh.
and if
Fine.
push comes to shove,
Push me, shove you.
I would appreciate it if you wouldn't stir up a anti-dragon fervor back at Featherfall, back at court, until we figure this out.
Sure, but you take Graham.
Well, you just had yourself a mini sermon to us about how this dragon has done all these things and you hope to see it as
There's nothing
hell.
about it.
Fair enough.
We know your
Passionate?
Yeah.
your way of convincing people and bringing them to your rallying them to your cause, and I think Bart makes a good point. Let the king decide. You start.
Do you honestly think His Majesty listens to anything that I say?
We do. We do.
Or you listen to me?
We listen.
Oh,
We
you guys are
appreciate
smart.
your opinion. Yeah, that's nice of you. To say so.
Before change.
We're not used to that.
Daryl has a musical laugh.
I'm gonna do
Never
it.
listen to it.
I'm going to pretend to lay hands on it and say, the doctor said you're going to die.
Yeah.
I will attempt to determine what his ailment
Okay, you will
This dragon has cancer.
examine the dragon's body.
He only has 2 weeks to live.
Only a
HIV
20.
His testicles have exploded.
I'm going to put a minus.
I checked 3 times.
Hold on now, before you roll. What's your healing proficiency number? Yes.
Hang on, I just got to find them.
Yeah.
Looking pretty good.
They'd be on your first sheet or under non-weapon proficiencies. Should say heal.
Oh, heal.
16. Okay. So I'm going to place a minus number. So roll a 20. You want low.
2.
Oh, you made it. Okay. So,
I like these pink dice.
Yeah.
well, they're mine now. They were the girls, but she kept rolling so awful that she was like, I don't like these guys. And I said, fine, I'll use them against you. That's why they're sitting up there. Fighting. I was picking dice. And then I started rolling 20s, and she's like, I knew it!
Just like that.
I just like the way she doesn't have a name. The girl. Like there's 7 of them. 3 have already been eliminated because they don't live in the United States. So now 4. The girl.
What?
So,
I'm dead.
yes, with that roll, you determine that on the underside of the dragon, in its wings, there are burn marks, claw marks, contusions, bruises, all manner of injuries. Some
Disintegration?
deeper than others.
He's taking a heck of a beating there. See, I think he's fighting these creatures coming out of the portal, which makes him on our side.
Mark's like, yeah.
Evil fighting evil doesn't mean we hook up with the other evil.
Yeah,
Let the 2 evils kill each other.
You have to be in my head, he's my friend.
Mark says,
Stop expounding on philosophy you have no idea about, creature.
What is behind me?
Oh, you can quote philosophy, but you don't know what expounding means.
What does it mean?
Means you're getting bigger.
What?
Rain on ugly.
While it would seem that Blackout is fighting the things coming out of these portals, and that does just like an enemy's enemy does not have to be. It would appear that he's fighting. You know.
Well, we don't know that, but the signs point to that. That the evil from these rifts purged on his lair to do him in. So if they're out to destroy him, with such effort, I think there's a reason they want him gone because they know
He had those 2 weapons.
he's helping us. Yeah.
Yeah, sucks to be him.
Yeah. Maybe you guys should stick around in case a rift opens.
Yeah, that's a really great idea.
It's running. Where does this go? Where does this go?
Now, the only people that didn't go through the rift, or that teleported here, was just Benny and Lodi? Is that right? Or did
And T-Losh was also back.
okay.
But it was just the main player here.
Okay.
Okay. In order to keep the weight limit to where it needed to be, under what it needed to be.
Prince B says, what did you find out? Anything? To you. Huh? Just had a
I'm going to check as well to see if there's like a poison, any type of a poison that's going through.
With that roll, you do not find it.
Everything you said, I told you.
It sounds like quite a bad. Alright.
I
Turn him over to 10 those wounds or not?
You turn that monstrosity over.
There's a powerful wizard here. He might be able to levitate him or something. I don't have a way.
Or
No, I don't. I don't have anything memorized that can.
It's a magical dragon. If it's going to live, it's going to cure itself. Nothing I could do would assist it. It's highly magical.
Parts like gas here.
And risk not having it available for you.
He's like, how does he do that thing?
What?
He makes sounds.
You can guess the spell though.
And I think yes. Exactly.
Oh. Sorry, Brandon, you're watching.
Yeah. I texted him. I said, if you have access,
On his way,
on
on his ride home, he's like, "Them sons of bitches."
Clean up all the bandwidth.
It's like there's bandwidth on it.
I'm texting that jerk Jim.
What?
Well, he has number. Okay, so the best part about this whole conversation is right then.
You're on my sword.
I'll do that.
I drop my
Close it, close it!
sword and I run.
I'll make my way over here as well. With it.
Really? Okay.
We're going
So,
quick with this one. We don't feel like it today.
anybody else doing anything?
Anything coming out?
What is the color of it? Like the light or whatever it is.
It is, say a milky yellow.
Well, then the whole cave just lights up with this thing, right?
It's dull milky yellow, so I'm gonna say equivalent to torchlight.
Blaring sunlight type of.
We're inside of a cave.
Yeah.
I mean,
Match with.
it's not bright enough where it blinds people with vision, but it's certainly uncomfortable to stare directly at it. Right? Okay, so you guys run over to there and do what?
I point my sword and I say, if I break this will this will shut.
Okay, well, roll initiative, somebody, only the two people that are doing something. So, Libby, roll a d10. Zero. 10.
We got it. Hey.
Delayed. It's okay. I've got lucky on this, didn't you? Because as you are preparing, you run over there and you lift your short sword and you lift your dagger up in the air and you start to recite something from out of the portal. Comes a tiny it looks like a
English.
tiny looks like a tiny version of Mugland, but it is dressed in like fancy clothing, like it would be a member
That guy must
of
be small.
high
Man.
society. It's only like a foot tall.
I will start being confused.
That guy must be small.
Okay, you continue to then on your stated action.
Does it verbalize?
Doesn't
or-
say anything yet.
I will stop.
That's all. It's action. That's what it does.
I will
So.
stop pointing at the portal and just kind of point it at the goblin itself and be like, what do you do?
What do you? Okay. All right. So the rest of you see this, and unless you're doing something that is some type of action or speed-based thing or whatever, then you don't need to roll this. So, the creature blinks its eyes for a second. And you see it grab its clothes and like straighten it, checking all its buttons, checking its pants, clothes, and it's got these little leather shoes that have curly ends. And
Should breathe into its own hands and smell and see that it's pepper.
sure, something. And then it looks up and says, "Excuse me, is this Sigil?"
What? What is it?
And it
No.
looks at you
Who are you?
and says, "Please, put that thing away."
I will lower the key.
Okay.
Is he speaking Elven?
Yes, he says, where am I? Anyone?
I look at Bart because
You're in the dragon's lair.
Dragon's lair. The black dragon?
Yes.
who are you? And what are you doing here?
He says, I am, good Sir Elf, Metro.
I thought you were almost saying
He says, what are you mumbling on about? Oh my, look at you. You look like me. And he says, oh,
what a coincidence!
and you have my sword.
That's mine, thank you.
Do you even know what that sword does?
Yes. You grant protection from any otherworldly creatures.
He raises a little tiny eyebrow. And he looks back and he says, and what about you? Do you know what that sword does?
Yes, I know that it's made of redstone.
But you know what happens when someone is capable of holding them at the same time.
Acquiring and being protected from otherworldly creatures.
Says, you are a smart goblin, aren't you? What's your name?
Muglet.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
Are you related?
Isn't it obvious?
He said, you say they're your sword, that's your sword, and he says it's his family sword. So are you from this time?
No. I
He
am.
could be your grandpa.
You are very close.
He could be his grandson.
I am your grandfather's father. But I can't stay for long.
What are you doing here?
Either you both give me those weapons, or please follow me to someone that needs them.
Oh, you the person who needs.
He says, then follow me.
Nobody's going
And he
anywhere.
jumps in the portal. Zip.
I look to you and
You're out of your mind.
Bart's like, let's go! Let's go now! And you said you went in?
yeah,
Alright, and Bart goes in there too. Zip.
I look to you and you kill.
It's just
Bart's our way out of here. So I say we go with him.
Well, we don't have much choice, and I'm going to kick some ass as soon as I get the opportunity.
I draw my hunting knife as well now. I'm two-handed sword and hunting knife. And I go.
Okay.
Follow.
And you're the last one. Okay, so when all of you go through this milky yellow portal,
It tastes the world.
I knew it was related to you.
all of you make Constitution checks on a 20. What equal to or less than on a D20.
I think it's got a 9 and it was less.
Okay, then you're successful.
Yeah!
You fail,
3.
you make it, and you make it. Oh, and I guess I should roll. He makes it. Okay. So the only one that doesn't make it is when it comes out at the end and when he steps out have an uncontrollable urge.
Oh, I throw up.
No! Here!
He would hurl. He would jump on the ground and says, jump on me. Bellows
Kicking him in the stomach. It's the only cure.
Feel my magic!
Looking for some pork sandwich. Oh, look, sir, the cute for just replay. Found the vomit.
Yeah, for an after dinner mint, Mr. Creosote. It's only. Wait.
Somebody bends over and just gets back in her neck. She's clean. She's clean with the vomit. And he sprayed more vomit on her back. God, it's terrible.
It's really fun.
Yeah, I might need to
I
check
don't
it
know
out.
what is that, but I know
It's Monty Python.
Monty Python's meaning of life.
Mr. Creosote's a big fan guy.
I'm
one of everything.
I know only
How do you feel
facts.
today, Mr. Creosote?
Better get me a bucket, I think I'm going to throw up.
Yeah, he does. He puts a bucket up. It's 15 minutes of that.
And this is from the 80s, so it's like the special effects.
Yeah, some hose is behind his head. Just what you see.
Oh, but it's a projectile.
Fire.
It's a fireball bark.
It's great.
A cast.
And then he explodes at the end. I don't remember what it. He explodes at the end, and then he sees his little partner inside of his chest. He got so big, he literally exploded after he put the tiny little wafer on his tongue.
What?
But he's still alive. He's looking around.
Yeah, he's looking around.
Will there be anything else?
That's when he follows him over, held him at the door, and he's like, oh, really?
The surrounding territory appears to be a wonderful savanna, extending in every direction, but off in the distance in the direction that you're unsure of. As you look up in the sky, notice there are two suns, and they are both in the sky right now. So all of you are
Disoriented.
shading your eyes or just suffering through it, whatever. And off in the distance, and there's like a sloping range of hills with large, average-sized trees of varying foliage, varying leaves.
Your rifles and shit.
And on your right, there's a huge wide expanse of the tall grass, and you see living things flittering about in the grass, insects or butterflies, what have you. No, say, mammals come to vision right away. This is the only life that you see, and then you see the metro. And he says, "Come on now, this way. You haven't time to lose. You too, Mugleb." And he's heading off in the direction away from the rolling hills and trees. So, does anyone not follow? Hearing no objections.
I'm going to do something, but you go ahead and continue. I'll write it down in my little book.
As you walk, you can see the kind of like the edge of the horizon. You can tell that it is coming up to greet you in a different fashion than you're used to, as compared to where you are from, where the horizon, where you're from, you can see on a clear day, I'm guessing 20 miles or something. Here it seems like you can only see 4 miles, but it's a clear day. So until the sky meets the ground. And at one point you come to a lazy river that is calm waters going from your left to your right, if that means anything in this place where you're not sure is east or west.
We're not Kansas.
There is a stone bridge that appears to be very old, that crosses the river. The river is only 100 yards wide. It's not as wide as the Mississippi. And as you cross the bridge, if you look over the low side walls of the bridge in the water, you see what appear to be like giant tadpoles. They are at least 3 foot long, and some of them have like frog legs growing out, and the tail is shrunken versus some are fully tadpoles. And then there's one that looks like there's legs that are starting to come out the front of it, as a tadpole would do here on glasses.
Oh, look, there's the mouth.
Is he?
What's up, Metro? Okay, spit that out.
It's just there. Start chewing.
It's like, he's alright, let him alone. Okay.
Oh no, you just
So,
he's looking at you.
okay. Give him a scan.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. At some point, you all notice that Ewan isn't with you all, and when you turn to look, he cast a spell.
Got my holy symbol out in front of me.
I stop. Incoming?
Sure.
There's some big windows in
Catch
there.
up.
You okay?
I just
Making sure everything was alright.
I just see it.
Are we in our world still?
Yeah. But they're also not in any evil.
Good to know. Let's see. So give us some more details, Metro, on where we're going and where are we?
Metro
Are we in
says,
your time now?
You are in the underworld.
This?
Well, not every underworld is awful and full of darkness.
All legends and stories I've heard to the contrary.
Well, let's take your afterlife. By the look of you, unless you are under some sort of spell, where my eyes do not see
I'm
you,
in hell.
you appear to be no. And as you're walking this conversation,
Right.
he says, where do your kind go when you die?
Well, our I would not call the underworld. It is the afterlife. There's a difference. Underworld brings to mind visions of the devil and darkness and evil. The river Styx and all
You sound as though you have knowledge of these places.
to some degree
What
through
do you,
stories.
what do you know of the seven heavens?
Nothing.
Or Elysium?
I've heard the term. That describes what I'm seeing here, I guess, pretty well.
So, this particular place that we are is where, very close to where those who view the world as a place for individuals and a place for life to be cherished. The those beings who believe that way, when they die, they come here.
At this point, like sheep.
He says, and that is what we are going to see that. And he points, and off in the distance, rising noticeably, very slowly, but noticeably, above the horizon, as you continue to walk, a structure, it appears to be an upside-down pyramid with a point at the bottom, and it has four, not like a D4 pyramid, but like it has four sides.
Okay.
And then a flat on the top.
Big square with the top. It doesn't look that's gonna fall over if you walk too far to the edge.
Gravity. He says the first person we see lives there. And you continue to walk. So as you approach the impossible building, it appears to be an estimate of, say, half the size of this great tree city of Featherfall, made of some type of gray polished stone. The bricks are put together like at random intervals. There's no like straight line of bricks, straight up and down line. But everything is fit together perfectly to form sheer surfaces. You would guess that the top of this building would probably be a square of, say, 400 by 400 feet. So you approach. Does anyone do anything that I need to know about before you get there?
I'm just watching intently at our surroundings and the building as we approach.
He walks up. He says, "Mud lead, may I borrow that?" Yes.
Sorry.
Fine. Then come forward. Touch this stone right here. You touch it, and you see a door here when the bricks start to move backwards and away, forming the door. And inside this doorway, you see a tiny step at the ground that continues to go up, and the step spreads out as it leads up into the building. And he heads up inside. Does anyone follow him inside the building?
I'll be the last.
Okay.
You start vomiting all over him.
You get up inside the building and you hear the sound of the bricks reforming behind you. All enter. And the steps go up in kind of a straightforward fashion for some 20 or 30 steps until it's a very wide hallway.
The structure is most unusual.
There is really no smell here. It's sort of neutral. No smell of flowers.
Air.
No smell of death. Nothing like that. Every so often there is a torch in a wall sconce. And those of you that have spellcraft, roll me your spellcraft proficiency on a 20. And one equal to or less than that. Maybe? No? Okay.
Okay, of course I'm.
If I want.
Okay. you notice that all of these torches appear to be lit by continual light spells. And the flames have a real look to them otherwise. Until eventually you reach a landing inside this building. And when you reach the landing, you walk up and you notice, or all of you then, when you get up to the top, all of you roll a intelligence check on chances upon reaching this landing.
5, I made it.
Okay, you made it.
5.
Okay, you all notice that when you're walking on this landing, that there is no sound coming from your shoes.
Hey, this is like Featherfall. Is it the same bronze type metal?
As you look at it, it could be. See about it?
It's actually creating impressive stacks of dots.
Okay, he does. So,
It does
stacking.
as from this landing, you notice that there are 4 other passages then that lead off, and they appear to lead off up each wall into hallways that go up. But then there's also a round circular disc, I guess you can say, in the middle. And as you look at the ceiling, you see that there's a hole in the ceiling where possibly the disc can go up into the ceiling. Or maybe it's a huge shaft like a piston that goes up. And Metro walks over to the disc. Says, "We're going up. Hold on to all your stuff."
Alright, I climb aboard the platform.
Yeah, the disc is about 20 feet. 20 feet long, so everyone should be on it. You all get on there. Metro looks at you, Muglev, and says, "Please point that." So you do. Okay. Go up. And when you go up, you feel a tiny vibration in your feet and the air rushing past you. And even though it feels like you're barely moving at all, if you look at anything past the people that are standing here, it looks like you're moving at an incredible speed, and you're wondering why you're not feeling that as you go up. And then just as soon as it started, it stops, and you're now in a huge open, no walls or supporting architecture, for lack of a better term, like a wall. It's huge. It's got to be the very top of this upside down pyramid, the way it appears to be. And there's lights all around the walls of this thing, and there's also what appears to be like an artistic rendition of a sun in the roof. And what I mean is like a ball, a round thing, like these. They're not like tentacles, but they appear to be like sunlight coming off of the.
So it's a sculpture, not a painting.
Yeah.
So to speak.
And it's in the ceiling, and it's getting off light as well. So it's very comfortable here. And then in each of the corners of this room, there are different things. One of them appears to be like a living quarters. Another one appears to be a lab. One appears to be a kitchen. And another one appears to. Hey, what are you doing?
That's enough of that. That's enough of that.
Isaiah, come on.
He's going your way.
hear it said?
What?
Get out of there. That's what I tell them. Get out of there. Get out of there. Alright, so Metro starts walking towards the corner that has the tables, and chairs, and couches, and beds. Things like that.
Please enlighten us, Metro, or why we are here. Who needs our help?
And at that point, someone gets up from one of the chairs that, for lack of a better term, looked like he was camouflaged from the chair. Now he's standing. He appears to be a person in those
Go downstairs.
long red robes
Downstairs.
and magical runes inscribed into the edges and the cuffs of the robe. And he says, I am the reason you are here. He says, my name is Kitchen Lipsy. K-I-J-E-B L-E-P-S-I-G. I am
That's not how you spell it. That's not how I spell it. It's just, however it's spelled, it sounds. It's Kitchen Lips. I did that.
I didn't know the German. I didn't really know if it's spelled the word.
This guy sounds German to me.
and
To the kitchen.
upon closer examination, as you approach closer, you notice that it appears to have elven features. He says,
Do I recognize that name? I'm sorry. I just didn't guess.
roll 30.
Greetings, kid. Elena.
What, 3? There's a spell that you remember from Master Gavelli's teachings from long ago that never came up. And it was a
Remember these things that never came up.
You got the details behind it. Never studied it.
Kidjib's noiseless disc.
Well, I see perfectly.
He says, you may, however, know me as Rico.
I didn't hear that name.
Pareko? Wow.
Well then.
Rico.
Burke with an F.
P-A-R-A-Y-K-O.
The guy who created these swords, these weapons.
Am I like immediately recognizing him?
Yes.
I don't know.
So finally, we meet illustrious
Hey.
He says, Muglet, come here. He gives you a warm embrace. He says, you have shown much courage of late. I'm proud of you. He says, I know that Metror is proud of you as well. Metror says, I am proud of him because he has done something I was unable to do. You have somehow convinced these citizens of the Emerald Kingdom to trust me. I was unable to do so.
Will that work eventually?
I'm sure it was.
Stop you falling.
Renko says it is not their fault. Goblins are, by their very nature, at war with almost every other thing. It is the way their God made it. A God I have had interesting interactions with here. And you,
The guy was hanging out in Elysium.
his name is Magoogiant. But that is the only reason I say this is because even Magoogiant can sense when a situation is so dire that one must put aside their differences so they may continue to exist.
Thank you.
And somehow these people you have brought, these of my kind, have joined me in that vision.
Things are of a dire nature, but the evil is trying to invade our kingdom right now. And any bit of help we can get solves this problem. Deserves looking into.
The the evil that is behind the attacks, the probing, the testing the defenses, is a demon called Rengar. And he is in charge of a legion of the abyss. Normally, demons are forming enough cohesion, battle plans.
They're chaotic in nature.
Correct. So I started to investigate how or what could cause the demons to form ranks and obey commands. And what I found was truly disturbing. They are being taught by a trained, superior, charismatic leader whose sheer force in the afterlife is able to compel these chaotic souls to band together for a single purpose.
That is disturbing.
And it is noble.
It is noble.
The deceased battle master of the
Highborn
most
King.
civilized warlike race on Skell.
And he's leading these demons.
He is ensorcelled by Rengar.
So his soul is unwilling.
His soul was not supposed to go there.
No, I wouldn't think so.
His soul was supposed to go to either Gladshine or Elysium or somewhere like that. Happy Hunting Grounds, perhaps.
When he's pissed,
His soul was hijacked. I do not know how. But I have a theory. And that is that Rangor somehow obtained a very basic magical spell, something that's used when necromancers transfer their soul from one body to another. It's a phylactery.
Yeah.
Somebody has corrupted this phylactery to capture the soul on its way. That is beyond me. I am a war wizard.
I am no
And that is
wizard at all.
That is the way I was able to find the clues that led me to this demon war against the Emerald people.
Art, I hope you're paying attention.
So yeah, I am.
I ain't gonna remember this shit. I couldn't pay attention on paper.
So the question is, what is the demon's ultimate goal? Just to destroy? I don't think so.
It seems, but as you mentioned, it also seems probing and testing to see where he can infiltrate and what he can get away with, what kind of opposition he's
Maybe
facing.
he's trying to get every single religious speaker.
Indeed.
Boreko says, I have wild thought. I think that Rangar is going to attempt to take the Emerald Throne and use it to defeat the leader, the Archdevil in the Blood War, and take that throne and consolidate all the powers be on those planes. And the reason I say that is because I know that there have been spies here. There have been spies in the Emerald Forest, and the only two things that are connected, besides me, is the Emerald Court and what this building is made.
Your boy Mudblood here was thought to be a spy in the Emerald Court.
Why weren't you killed?
Just talking the way out of it.
And I'm very glad that you did.
So am I. I hate getting a couple of bruises on the way though.
The part lets it go unchallenged
What?
is how he managed not to get killed. Like the fact that Bard interfered and prevented it from happening. I can't imagine that one down.
Bart's like,
I've never heard of Bard holding his
well,
tongue. Issue.
with that role, Bart's like, well, I mean, I had a lot to do with it.
Oh yes. You were also able to help. You know, again.
So Boreko says, so
Did he magically unbind your hands?
No!
The brother-in-law with the key. Seen somewhere.
So Boreko says, I'm not suggesting that we take the Emerald Court and hide it away.
That would be good.
And I'm not suggesting we attack the infinite demon hordes of Rengar. But what I am suggesting is we somehow free Noble from his bonds
Totally agree with
and
that.
let him
That's probably
do
the easiest
what
path
he does
here.
the best.
If it's his soul that's uniting the demons and bringing them together as their commander, then yeah,
And if the first one
Look into that.
destroy the soul.
You will have to find the phylactery. And then you will have to use those swords to destroy it the way you close a portal. And that should send Noble Soul on its way.
well, I'm sure this
I'm sure it'll be
phylactery will be in Rangar's possession.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be heavily guarded.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now that you know all this,
how do we find Rengar then? That's the question.
Are you willing to attempt this super dangerous mission?
Of course.
I'm ready for anything.
We're out to save the kingdom.
Yay!
Rengar says, well, as a war wizard, as Braco says, I am a war wizard and I have done much spying and reconnaissance. I have used agents and allies to help. So
You've seen one of them.
he whips out this map.
You've seen one of them.
And he says, this is a map to Rengar's fortress. It is in the 38th level of the Abyss.
Great.
You will not have to go through the first 37.
We can surrender. We can teleport us or send us directly to his
Not
lair.
directly to the lair, but outside. If I was to teleport you directly into the lair, that would mean that I could do that. Because if I could teleport directly in there, I think I could sneak in there myself. But
Will you be joining us?
there are magical protections. I can, if I was to join you,
Sounds like you're very versed and you know what we're after.
I am
Great help.
I am hesitant to go there because I know Rengar will be looking.
Yeah, we will.
And in the presence of a greater demon as Rengar is, they can see through any magical veil.
Yeah, we will.
It is part of their natural abilities. No polymorph, no disguise, no changed self will fool greater demons. Also, greater demons are impervious to most magics of the land of the living. But they are not impervious to those things which were partially or totally created here.
That's where we.
That is where you come in. If you were to attempt a direct attack against Rengar with these weapons, you might win. But if you do not win, it would be a terrible ending for you because then he will be able to keep your soul. Or in the case of you all, your spirits. You will not be able to join your families in Arvanda or Arvani, whichever you prefer to call it.
He would also wield the weapons. He would have the weapons, if that were no. If we pay.
One thing that's good about that is he cannot wield these weapons. He will attempt to destroy them.
However, we need both. One of us needs both, so we can harm him and be protected.
I would say if you were to free Noble from his thrall, you could have him wield both of those weapons at the same time. He very well could defeat Rengar. None of you quite possess that power. Noble's props is legendary, even among those that have never seen him. His skill in battle would rival the god of war. But without weapons, he cannot win.
Body. It makes it tough, but we have weapons.
Well, while and I'm going to start kicking in some technical terms that you might not understand. While the parishioner is en route to their final destination, there will be a physical form there. Especially the one that's been hijacked. Now you all, when you came here, there is a invisible, how do I say this? A visible rope that is attached to you. You don't feel it and you can't see it, but it ties you back where you're from. That way, if you die here, at least your soul won't be stuck here. It'll snap, it'll go back, and then depending on if someone has the necessary magical means to help you at that time, you could either be okay or you will at least be assured to go on to your final lesson. Unfortunately for elves, being killed before making the choice to travel on is an extremely dangerous thing. There is a chance that your spirit will end up nowhere. And that includes me. I'm just as susceptible to this, but I made sure I took necessary precautions before I put one of my layers here. I have multiple layers back in the kingdom. Most are disguised, guarded, and protected from magical scrying, viewing, infiltration, whatever.
Yeah, nobody seems to know who you are.
When you have 500 years to perfect your studies, if you put your efforts in correctly, you can actually get a lot done. I have things here which can help you. Many things. One of them is I can get your friends, your support people, either information or even bring them to you if you so chose. Two, I have magical rings which can give you a protection against the controlling the mind control that some demons possess.
That would be extremely helpful. No the hell.
And then lastly, I have what I don't particularly like, but it is something that I've thought about in case. It is called the Infinite Silence. It is my own creation. It reaches into his robe and pulls out what appears to be a plain clay pot with a lid. He says, in the event that a plane of existence is going to be overrun by the hordes of infinite demons from the abyss, this item can be activated to create let's just say, to create an explosion that kills everything and everyone. Sealing all portals on that wall. Is this something that you would want?
I'll take it.
He gives it to you. Appears to weigh about a pound.
Right. Employment is
Like a purple, swirly kind of, not clay, what is it, inspired clay? It's a powder.
ceramic.
Yeah, ceramic.
Oh,
That's-
that thing.
And he says, you can't break it. It has to be open. And to open it, you have to concentrate. You cannot be mind controlled to open it as long as you have those rings. If they knew you had this and they could mind control you, and with these demons' chaotic nature, they may choose to end the entire plane of existence. And not only does it kill everyone and everything, but all those souls that are resting their afterlives are gone as well. And then that starts to get the attention of some other powers that would be buried. And I'm not even going to get into it. So basically what you're holding in your hand there,
It's a nuke.
he says, is the equivalent of all of the gods' power. And I'm trusting you because I have spied on you. You have given me no indication that you would use this frivolously. I do not think your work in Lycomar would be done so diligently if it was just waiting for a chance to destroy.
No. However, I will also not hesitate to use it if not great evil.
You may be wondering why the dragon is involved. It's something that's very simple and you might not believe. But Noble disappeared from the world of men many years ago. And he decided that he was going to go play chess with the dragon.
Blackout?
And so those two would play chess. And when the portals opened and sought to take Noble, Blackout defended him. At a great cost. So I would say this, depending on what the extent of Blackout's, he is dead or alive, his sacrifice should not go unwritten in the halls of history.
He's on the verge of death.
And that was his choice. I'm not going to say whether he needs to be put out of his misery or no. He says, do you have any questions for me before we start going over this map?
Well, none that come to mind.
I will also need to place an enchantment upon all weapons here that do not already have them. He says your bow will be fine, but the sword and other things, if you wish to use them, you'll need me to place an enchantment upon them. At least it will be temporary while you're here. Once you return to the prime plane, it will be gone. Agreeable to this?
Yes. But if it goes away when we leave here, that's not going to help us.
Are you planning on returning to the prime material plane before you head off to?
I presume we need to prepare for such a battle.
And I would also argue that this is intelligences that should be at the very least, provided to the king.
And we wish to return Noble's body.
Boreko says, I would prefer the king not know.
Why is that? Well, you can't swing a dead cat without hitting the fool.
No. Solab is a fool.
He is my
not,
king.
He is not. He is my king too, but he is a fool. Have you met the man?
Yes, he seems very kingly to me. I
That-
know
that
nothing
may-
of politics.
That may be more
It's
of a
not my
reflection
field.
on you, and I don't mean that to be mean.
I'm a simple ranger.
Okay, so as take this in the way it is meant, which would be perhaps your knowledge upon such things might be limited, and you should stick to things you know.
I certainly agree. But I still have to wonder, because I respect him as my king.
And Bard's like, oh, that's all right. I mean, yeah, he's a douche, but
That's him. He's calling me.
that would be funny if it was Brad. What are you doing? Fucking up my character. What are you doing? No, dude.
Don't look like that.
He's a douche. Oh. Okay, so he says, the more
He's calling me again.
What's that say?
it's on your phone.
Oh, no.
So he says, anyway, I'm not gonna force you to do anything. I'm just saying, don't tell. It's better to ask for forgiveness and permission.
That is insane.
I don't know, I don't take that theory.
Bart's like, well, I don't need to run anything past him. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. So if you come on, let's just go, man.
I figured we should let him know what's going on too, and then take Noble's body back to be
Yeah,
consecrated.
as much as I carry around these two scimitars and this packed up skin bag.
I thought I was carrying one.
That's all that is now.
I understand. But his people need to see it.
I'll tell you what. If you survive, come back here.
That's motivation.
Yeah.
Come back
That's
here.
leadership.
Oh, but I don't think I should go.
Yeah. Did you know everything
I'm a powerful war wizard, but I gotta go.
I'll touch your leg.
Yo, man, that's the demon. I don't know what it is.
That shit is some serious. I got that.
I kind of like
Yeah.
that. I
Go
don't know.
back to the ring.
He says, okay then, you fucking dick. He says, the reason I can't go is because Vanguard tricked me, and he knows that I'm coming for him.
Did he ask you?
It's my fault that he's got the flag.
Ah, okay. So now we've got some more information about the flag.
He's saying the flag.
Phalanges.
He says, are you happy now? Yes. I fucked it up. But I can't go.
Well, we should be able
Is
to.
that why you don't want the
Leave me alone.
Shut up! And Bart's like,
Wizards.
so.
Hey, leave him alone.
Wizards like fish. They go back after 3 days.
Hey, leave him alone. Who's that?
He does sound like a dog that was
Why
laying
don't you
down.
go smell? Just because great grandpa's here don't mean you ain't gonna get an ass kicking.
He's just lucky the genetics got larger with each generation.
That's why she put me over here.
Obviously, the dressing gene didn't carry on down.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Sort of just kind of folds his arms up and swears.
This has all been very, informational.
I still believe the king needs to know, no matter whose fault, whatever. I'm not saying we need to ask his permission, saying that he needs to know this is what we're doing.
Now, you said something about bringing the rest of our companions here so that they could join us, but it would be just as simple for us to go get them. I can't teleport.
However, Bart, and I may be mistaken, so
All of you roll yourself.
What's that?
I'm going to.
That's where you got the 10 die.
42.
70.
35.
700, I say.
68.
Good, come on, Mark.
Bart's like, you guys, be quiet.
Too many farts.
Hey.
Oh.
Thanks, guys. Be quiet.
How about Barter? See if it works in reverse this time.
Drink some water, let it shoot up.
He says, what's that sound? And now that you guys all stop and you listen, you hear what sounds to be like if you were driving past Busch Stadium and a home run was hit.
Oh, God.
The sound just was right. Yeah.
Oh, God. It's like,
I'm looking at,
So Borrego walks over to the wall and touches it, and a huge area just opens up and a breeze blows in. When you look out, the sound is louder, and you see a huge portal with an army of demons marching towards the.
I'd say we get out of here.
And Borrego says, "They're here."
guess we don't have any time.
He says,
I'd say we get out of here now.
"Before I take care of these individuals, tell me where you want Metroid to take you. Because I don't know if I think I can survive this, but if I don't, you're going to be stuck there."
To level 38.
What?
We go now.
We don't have these other enchantments.
Metroid has he comes over with a pillow. He's like,
Here, take a pillow. Take a nap. Go take a nap.
and then Borrego says, Metroid, take care of the final preparations for me. Borrego's about to unleash, and he speaks an incantation and he flies out the window.
Just super silent.
Did you bring Noble's remains with you? Then we should go with that.
Metroid says, what weapons do you enchanted? Whatever you do, place them on the ground now and start to draw a circle.
I place my bow.
My spear,
I'm
my
placing down the
machete,
crossbow.
and my knife.
My crossbows and darts. Crossbows and darts.
Mark puts his sword.
Dark. Your sword is already enchanted.
It's about
That's the one down Martin?
it is.
But I don't remember.
John Goodman's in it too. And the guy going into this court thing, and it's not a comedy, but it's a lighthearted love story thing. Ellen Barkin is a prosecutor coming in to clean up the corruption in the New Orleans Police Department. And Dennis Quaid, isn't it? Young Dennis Quaid, right? All these people are young. Early 80s.
Yeah, I remember.
Anyway, so John Goodman's there, and it's one of those things where he says, you gotta take out you take your weapons out, right? You gotta put your pistol, you gotta check everything, you can't go past plenty of weapons. So John Goodman starts pulling this shit out. He's got blackjack, he's got brass knuckles, he's got all this other shit. That's what I was envisioning.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I want some shit done, and you just start pulling stuff out.
This, that, the other.
It's like pull some out of your teeth. The law's like, hang on, I got something in my teeth.
Mouth with the sword.
All right.
Sword's
Just place his T-launcher.
I don't have anything for the record. There's no weapons I put inside.
Okay.
Place it down and do it.
So, Metror,
You gonna take one of these rings?
cast a spell. And there is a ring for everyone, so everyone takes one. Well, at least Mark takes one. You take one? Okay.
Of course.
Put that on your sheet. Put down.
Ring of
One
resist
ring.
sign control.
Ring of mental protection. Yeah, ring of resisting my.
Ring of being not stupid.
I just put one ring of brain strong.
There you go.
Ring.
Brain strong.
A ring.
It
It's
sounds
a
like your pen name.
It's a ring.
How to Be Smart by Jason Brainstrong.
It's a ring.
How am I to be influenced or make let anyone else?
The ring of intelligence.
Why, Sandy Stepper? Yeah.
Look at that.
My pen name was seen.
Jack me off. This Christmas.
Happy
What?
Daily.
I don't have a pen.
Yeah, it is.
Look.
Like Richard Dragon. IP freely. Your pen name was Symptoms of Narcolepsy by Catch Me Up.
Oh, I did not.
I just made it up. Really? Really? I couldn't tell. I don't know how my first name
You just
Catch
spend a decade vetting that one out?
He was
It's not obvious.
He was a slob, okay?
What?
Okay,
I don't get it.
so
This is
a huge boom. You see an explosion outside. Occasionally you hear
Peaceful day. What is
sounds of.
Don't you magic guys need to study or something before we just go running into hell?
Not really, because I'm not casting.
Yeah, he's a movement.
You just went. Bart says, "Yeah, the last morning we studied, and then
They're still there.
we came here, right? Okay. Off we go. All right, so
Benny, we missed.
Yeah, he won't think so. Dude. It's so fucked up. Like, you guys are
I
going.
had a dream you guys were in hell.
That's a fail.
I got murdered by
I
this
licked
guy
the phone.
thing. Fire everywhere.
Bart
Cocaine is a
Bart
crazy
grabs the
joke.
map and says, "All right."
Okay.
So,
Is this, is it, I'm not clear, is great grandfather coming along? Or is he sending
nothing's been
us?
said.
Well, no, I'm looking at the preparations.
Oh,
It looks like he's preparing to come along.
Sure. Well, no.
Okay.
Metro says, "All right, you stand here." Okay. Back on the circle. You stand there. Everyone else, come inside. You. And he says,
Now, when we're all moving to get into place, I go up to it and I send him and I say, it's too bad that there weren't more of your kind to have interactions with my kind, that the world would have been a better place for our two races to combine their efforts.
he, and then you say you,
Yeah, I do the formal.
okay. He takes a low bow and he says, "You honor me, sir, and if you survive this, I will show you a world where that is true." And he says, "Now speak the word, sword bearers."
I will.
But Draco's will.
Portal shall close.
This time the portal opens.
But Draco's will is portal shall open.
Okay, and the portal opens.
And every time you want to go for a chicken.
The only thing you see is that milky yellow. And he looks at you all, and there's like a wind blowing, and he's like, "Go on!" And then he says,
Bullshit.
"I love you, my man."
I jump in. I go right in.
Okay, so you're not going.
I go in.
All right.
Yeah.
Good luck.
All of you, this is a Constitution check on a D20.
Good luck to that drawer.
I definitely did that
6.
time.
Mark fails.
I thought he did.
All right.
Constitution check.
19.
Oh, so you throw up and Bart throws up and
Yeah, laugh it up, motherfuckers. How's the field?
Inside. No, I didn't throw up. I just slept.
oh here.
I still didn't throw up.
So you still have Noble's remains? Okay.
Oh yeah, you're just
I
carrying
mean,
a
it's
skeleton.
like a bag of goo. A liquid bag of.
Okay, well when you look, okay, you do not have it as roommate. Somehow that was left behind.
Okay.
What happened?
Guess what? I'll go back to that.
We did get our one.
Yes.
Now, we also had the scimitars, and I distributed. I know he has one. I think I have the other one. Are those ones as well?
Yes. All right. So when you all compose yourself, you start to look around. You notice, of course, your cliche dark sky, eternal darkness.
Think about Oblivion from Oblivion.
Pinpoints of light in the sky, which may or may not be stars. As far as ancient man is concerned,
With its three souls.
it could be anyone with 1,000 different things. They could be the gods looking down. They could be people on their way to the next life. But
I have my spear at the ready and my swords are sheathed.
okay.
Both on my back.
There's a wind that's blowing. It's blowing hard enough to where if you don't have things secure, it like flails about. So if you have a belt pouch that's just hanging gently, it's like whipping, banging, and if there's coins in it, it's making noise. Or
Clothes.
yeah.
We got a chapstick. Who lives in here?
So unfortunately, the first thing that happens is Gil, roll me at 10 to see if your side is surprised.
A D10.
Yeah.
Wait, don't I have like a thing?
2.
Do you?
Yeah, why don't I like not
Let's well, what does it say about your sheet?
What?
Read the sheet.
Is it a non-weapon? Look at the front of your sheet there. Number 1, your top sheet, you have your hand on. Under non-weapon proficiencies.
Alertness.
Okay. Let's see what alertness does.
I rolled a 2.
Observation.
Pull
Go.
up alert, the kind of thing that could help you. You guys need to know help.
I make sure the ring is secure on my finger and not slipping off.
Alertness.
I put mine on my neck and it's got this forever.
Some characters are naturally alert and instinctively exercise trouble characters. That's character. Surprised by one thing.
Yes.
Roll it.
What?
See if you got it.
Hey,
You roll a 20.
No, you rolled
You roll a 10. Roll a d20 against it.
oh,
Yeah, that's what
I
you
did.
need.
8, still 8.
Okay, good. So you have a reaction adjustment on your dexterity.
What is that?
That is
On your
on your
dexterity.
Go
dexterity.
down to the top.
Right there. Their reaction adjustment. Okay, so because you made your proficiency check, you rolled a 2 for surprise. With your dexterity reaction adjustment, you're not surprised. Does anyone else have a reaction adjustment on their dexterity?
1.
Okay, no. You need, if 1 through 3 is your normal surprise chance. So even if you,
I got plus.
yeah, but I mean, so instead of rolling a 2, theoretically you rolled a 3, which is still a surprise. Anybody else have that? No?
My surprise.
Okay. No, you're not. You actually. Okay, so what you get to react to is there is coming out of behind this, and let me describe the plane. This one is dark. There is always a low amount of ambient light coming from either all those pinpoints in the sky or the air or something. So you guys are not there is no penalty for vision. But there are lots of open spaces with random boulders or different sized rocks on the ground. And it's just as far as I can see in every direction. And there really aren't any hills. It's flat.
Would it be fair? Have you ever seen pictures of Mars?
I have.
Is it something like that?
I guess. Although Mars seems like it has a lot of hills and dunes.
Yes.
It depends on where you're at.
Okay.
So no.
I guess not.
All right, now show up next.
Question gave me a headache.
Still talking about
Okay, ate ice cream. Oh. So, kind of brain freak, man.
I actually had a chief of police that said, I'd rather have a fucking lower GI than talk to you, Garrison.
I believe it.
I went, fuck you, go get your lower GI.
Okay, so where this particular creature came from, it's like coming up from behind. Okay, so hold on. Imagine, if you would, let's see how I say. Imagine, remember how big T-Losh was? The dog was what, 4 foot short? So imagine a frog that big, okay? But the frog has horns, like your cliche double horns, and it has these razor sharp claws on its front feet and its back jumping feet, and its eyes are not like red fiery, but they are red and they're real big, and its skin is mottled and bumpy, and it doesn't appear to be slimy, but you don't know it hasn't been killed by it yet. And its underbelly, its skin color is dark on the top, so it kind of camouflages in with all the rocks and bumpy things. But on the underside is like more of lighter, so it's trending towards a light underbelly.
Like a snake.
So, okay, yes. And since you're not surprised, you get back to the thing because it's moving to attack. Hold on. We're going to do this all the correct way. Let me put the figures out here. And since there was no specific way everyone came out, we're just going to put you guys in a random form.
Wouldn't we be somewhat near each other so we all have to come out of the portal?
Okay. So 1, 2, 3. So who's this? Ewan, Mugler, Mark, you.
The one that's missing.
Oh, okay. Because we used to move you. Okay. So you guys are stepped out of the portal, and whoever's throwing up, whatever. Okay, so from the rock over here comes the frog monkey. Frog monkey has got $6 billion worth of fucking figs in the back.
Go get it!
$6 billion, and he's pulling out a eraser.
Remember when he used to use the stupid
Yeah,
that was always the monster.
You got all these new things. Get yourself a trick one. I think I actually got a big frog in here. Yeah, it's in you. I got.
You did it.
There it is. Stop.
You've already done that. That was You'll become mutual by now.
Let me know if you find a big frog in here. I could have sworn I had a big frog.
You're right way.
Not on that shit.
Remember Kipadata?
Why do I know that name?
Wet Dream?
Yeah. Did that charity thing?
Took his broken down barracuda to the shop. Probably was an underwater thing. And he was like, You
I
know,
don't see it.
asked the mechanic to fix my broken down barracuda. He says, looks like
There we
we're on
go.
the seal.
Oh, big
Take
rock.
personal life out of us and fix the damn thing.
Right.
Wow.
That's a silly song.
Yeah.
It comes to mind every now
Oh,
and then.
God. Didn't see his face.
Looks like a little seal.
And that's it. Right. That's what I got.
Ribbit.
Mom had made it.
Yeah, that's funny.
Okay, so I'm
Yeah, there are
gonna,
two frogs now.
I'm gonna roll and see where it
One kind of,
is.
there's a giant guy who's coming from behind it, massive culture.
That's one. Approaching through here. Of course. I take out that 5. So you're the only one.
I'm going to go in. Yes!
Okay.
I'm stabbing it.
I'm in the ship right now. Let's
Anyway, that's what I was doing.
Okay, Matthew. That's right. It's all good.
You know what I like about them?
You have a little southern thing you gotta do, man.
Gosh, I get older and the game stays the same age.
Okay. So roll initiative.
Oh, okay.
Hey, not on the medicine day, boy. Come on.
Only 10.
Get a 6.
Roll 6.
Dang it!
So you didn't beat it.
It goes first. So it's got a choice of you or you. Right here. You are I.
Yes, I am.
Been that way along.
Odd. So it's gonna attack you, and your armor class is 10. Because
Yeah, I do have that, that park scene thing. I don't know what it was.
Back to it.
That's all done. Yeah, then it's 10. Alright. Unless I get some. Unless I get something from the vomit on my shoes.
and a 13, which is another hit. So we're starting you off with a good injury right off the bat.
Right on.
What's he doing to attack?
Spits venom in my
Coming
throat.
in and basically doing a bite.
Okay, so he's moving up to him.
Yes. Okay, so it hit. They're rolling percent. Let's see where God only went.
Well, might as well be me. Let's see, blue. 24.
Okay, Ewan in the right shoulder. You take a serious wound from the demon frog for 5 points of damage.
I know I cannot be hurt by this creature.
Now for the serious wound, add 1 damage, so you actually take 6. It bleeds until bound for an additional 1 point a round. That happens at the end of the round. Heals a scar if not tended to, cuts the ability of affected area by amount stated, and they last until the Constitution check versus the D30 is made. Unless you have the repair injury spell.
Does it act?
Yes. Okay.
I don't have it.
But I mean, the specific thing of the injury would be you are -1 to hit and damage, and you have 30 pounds basically added to how much you're carrying now. I'm concerned with numbers.
I have another 30, so I'm up to moderate.
Okay. Okay.
Which means no, but, so you know, that's -1 right there.
Okay. So now you would have a choice of obviously like drop things if that was a big deal.
No,
Okay.
because I don't no longer have a third option.
Okay. So your turn. You roll to attack it. All you have to do is roll a 20 and then.
Oh,
Okay, what's your tackle with the knife?
so I have.
Oh, your armor class of 8.
Yes.
Okay. Actually, you feel that is your sword the one that does. Yours is the sword that gives you a bonus on your defense against.
Yes, I cannot be hurt by it. I
So
can't
that's
be
not
hurt
bad.
whatsoever.
Still, you hit it, roll dinkus. That's exactly what you need. You know what the damage is?
Hey!
That's your damage for your knife.
No, my damage. Large,
What?
small, medium.
This would be small, medium, and span size.
Small, the medium is.
Okay, roll a d3.
Oh, is that this one?
Here. Right there. Use that.
Alright.
No, you don't. I mean, if you want to divide that by 2, yes.
1.
Okay, so 1 divided by 2 is still 1.
So Mugler,
Dang it!
you move over here to hit it with your knife, correct?
Mhm.
And he does a point of damage. Demon Frog actually has a more technical name.
Plus it's just gonna get 20s over and over again, just like the team.
Okay, now it's everybody's turn to act, and we'll start with Mugler.
I'm going to swing again.
Attacking, Ewan, attacking. Gil,
I am moving forward to plunge my spear into the.
you're attacking.
Yes.
You are attacking, very good. And Bart will not do anything other than guard with his sword. And someone roll a d10 for initiative.
I got it.
Are you doing it?
Yes.
All right, roll a d10. Okay. Anyone on fast, which is all of you, who can move,
I'm going to
and
strike
then
it.
a spell or a mar would go ahead of movement.
I'm going to strike
So
it.
you cast Magic Missile,
I'm still feeling.
and you will roll 5d4, adding 1 to each d4.
There's
6.
Oh,
I don't get to stop.
I can tell which one you can pick.
Yes.
One more
14.
What does that mean?
Besides 3. So the kid's there.
So what happens if
Does
it's
2.
got like,
No, it'll always be the same number on all
oh,
of the
I thought it
sides.
was
That's the
going
way
to
it's
make a 1 and
crafted.
2.
15. Ooh, okay, so you blast the thing. And it kind of moves back a tiny little bit. It is still up, and it is bleeding. Who is next on
Me.
fast? Okay, attack.
Alright.
Roll a d20. Okay, you missed.
That's my pretty.
Who is next on
Hey,
fast?
at least I was really spit.
You go. Plus 1 for the sword.
show right now.
You hit on fast up. Okay, you miss. Anyone else on fast?
I am plunging my
Spear
spear deep
fast.
into.
I'm waiting for
What's the speed of it?
6.
No, that is 10.
Okay.
1 through 4 on weapons is fast.
Okay.
5 through 8 is 10. Okay, so the on the loser side of fast is the frog. And the frog is going to roll morale. I have to find the other it is. It is a demon frog. Oh, but still, that fails horribly. So it proceeds to hop away. And now the question is, does anyone that wants, or whoever is engaged in melee with it or threatening it, you may take a free attack on it as it flees.
I'll take it.
If you want to. Do you want to? Okay, well then take your free attack. Roll the attack.
15.
That is a hit. Roll things. Free, right? No. Roll a d6 and divide it by 2. What'd you roll? What'd you roll? 1.
Yes.
Okay. Well, you still can. So you say, as it's clean, you may.
8. Alright, so it's now plus 10.
That is still a miss. What else?
Use my spear now, on average.
Okay, so it moves. So you will have to move to it, which is away from everyone else. Just set in the center, and you still get to attack. Okay, so you do that. And you're plus
I would not
2 from behind.
6. And I would get an armor class of. Of 10.
Yes. Okay. So it continues to go away. Do you pursue it?
Yeah. Kill this thing.
Okay. Jim, roll me a 30 and tell me what you roll.
That was my 30,
Okay,
jeez.
that is not good.
My 30.
So you pursue the frog. Is anyone else?
I do not. I'm casting.
I don't need it. It's running away.
Okay, roll initiative. Somebody beat a 1. My side's set up.
1.
something's cooking.
Never a good thing.
Okay, now roll me a 20. Let's see who this affects. Well, it's probably going to be you guys. I rolled a 6. Okay. So something happens to your team because we have it simultaneously.
Yep.
Well, it might be a nothing.
Yeah, or it might be something positive too. It's just chaos.
It's just chaos. That's right.
It's just
Thank
chaos.
you,
No
Jeff Goldblum.
sitcom. Like a sitcom.
Okay, let's see. Roll another
I
20.
think the letter may run down this way or something.
Roll a 20. Gil.
Chaos theory is ridiculous. Shit.
10.
Knockdown. Okay.
We knocked it
A
down.
random combatant engaged in melee is knocked to the ground by a collision with someone near. So that would be Gil, Leo, Frog. Well, it doesn't happen to the frog. You got to run to your side.
No, not into me.
What about for chasing?
Well, you are, because you're right there. That's where the tournament is. So,
But hang on, this doesn't affect melee, this affects our initiative, right? This affects turns, so it could be that Bart runs into me, or I run into Bart.
no, because it says engaged in melee. You guys aren't in melee. Only people who are threatening each other can be engaged in melee.
So when I said I was casting,
Yeah, that's not melee, that's spellcasting. Melee is wherever you're fighting hand to hand, or according to these definitions. You might be trying to apply the broader term of melee, which is fracas, raucous, big time fight. Okay.
I know what my spell did, Jack.
Okay, so considering
I
that,
built him so bad.
basically we'll say, Darrow, you need, no, nearest figure friend to follow. Okay, so basically you are following and you trip over a rock. And then you may or may not trip up the frog as well. And that's why I will roll this to see if it does. 19, no. Frog stays up. And that is it. Damn it. So now we go to the winner's side fast, which is the frog.
You can realize that your character does.
So the frog keeps going. And as it keeps going, like frogs do, I'm going to roll another 20. And
Like, fall down, I miss all the time.
so the frog pisses on the ground. And who's then next? It's your turn. So who's going on the loser side fast?
So he's cast.
It depends on the speed of my casting.
Yeah,
Because I'm not involved in that. What I'm doing is not, what I'm as a player doing is not going to
Daddy.
So
He's casting in number 1.
you think that you can run to this frog, so if you want to try to catch it, you can. However,
You want to kill him so
you can't catch it this phase. You'll have to move next move, and then you move again next.
So its wounds are not affecting its speed. It's like popping away.
Correct.
How far
I'm
away?
done. I thought it was like like that.
If we would have gotten the special wound jam, then yeah, but I mean, hit points are just hit points. Otherwise, I have to play you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so how far away is it from you? It would be, it moves at 8, so it's going to move 4, and you're back there. So right now, it is 10 squares ahead. Okay.
Just
Okay.
As I get up.
why do we want to kill this frog so bad?
Because it attacked us.
Okay, so that, you guys yell that out. Right after that, if you want to cast your spell, because you're going to
Alright, so here, I'm healing myself.
Oh, okay. So we'll roll with Cure Light.
Yes.
Okay, roll your D8.
Leo and I rejoined the group.
You got, we're like just little
I'm
kids
back
who
up.
want to like go and
Okay,
murder a random
you know.
frog in the body.
That where
It's
you
like,
are,
help me! We're like,
cast that spell. You know that its effectiveness is reduced.
Okay.
So whatever you roll,
Go ahead.
remove 1.
Alright, put it on minus, I'm down one.
I don't mean remove the whole amount. I mean, let's say you rolled an 8 for heal, or actually you only get 7.
No, I understand.
Okay.
I rolled a 6. I had 6.
Okay.
So now I've got one.
Okay. And
Anyone, you okay?
that's for yeah. Okay. Very good. So I had you somebody roll a 30 over to see if the frog is going to hop into the pond with these frogs.
Ah,
It's all quiet again, except for the blowing of the wind and this occasional dirt, dusty thing flies up. And
Alright.
and
So
then
let's get a little circle going here to block the wind and check this map and figure out what the hell we're doing.
I'm looking around. I don't see any landmarks, but I'm not like you two. You guys study that kind of stuff. Maybe you can.
Well, that's why we're going to look at the map.
Okay,
And we
so
can
you
relate that to where we're at.
so you
Orientate.
That's it.
you unfurl the map.
Like I said, I'm trying to create a shielding
Roll
area
around
from
dirt.
the
He's got
breeze.
dirt in his mouth. He can't say big words.
Right.
Orientate. That's how you sleep. So we couldn't sleep like you.
So you check the map, and now I want you. You don't specifically have any kind of map proficiency.
I don't.
Cartography, which is the main thing.
Another big word.
But you have tracking. So let me think about this for a second and see if I can come up with an appropriate thing.
then all of a sudden an entire army of those little frogs come up.
Does it say you're here?
No, I don't see the arrow.
You are here.
I solemnly swear I'm up to no good.
You're here in front of me. You get it?
I get that.
No footprints and maybe people.
Do you have any kind of non proficiency that has to do with maps or?
Other kids.
There's actually
information
a
stuff.
proficiency called orienteering.
The closest one
Which is
here.
probably what you need. Okay,
The
so
closest one here will probably be
Let's see what's on
observation.
the damn
okay,
map.
on the map is basically a series of. I mean, it looks like if I was to draw it out, you'd have your boulders everywhere, and then there is 2 huge boulders that are in the center, and with a handwritten thing that says Ragnar's Fortress. So, not knowing where you are on the map, you would do what then?
Start.
Look for those.
You would look for the big giant boulder.
Right.
Like that one right there.
appears to be what we need to.
Everyone that is looking for 2 big giant boulders roll me a 30. You're successful. You
Where's my?
see them.
Where is my 30?
Yeah.
It's gone.
Already saw?
Yeah, it looks like that appears, that's the only 2 big boulders I see in the area, so.
And when they say giant boulders, I mean
Right here. There's one right here.
like 100-foot tall boulders.
Yeah,
They're
22.
Sit down there. Keep this.
I got 22.
He already saw him. He's pointed out.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
No, because you were too busy hopping around.
Couldn't hear over your own voice.
Yeah, I know.
Because I'm the freaking so.
And this is the part we break out of the song.
This music part.
Is that an actual song?
D&D.
No. Oh, I was going to say, I know you've heard other things, so it
The
could-
musical.
sounds like something maybe Bad Religion or. Okay.
I'm sorry you're talking to yourself.
Bad
Okay,
religion.
you're good, but this is here.
There.
So, that was great. Looks like a snake crawling out of a. Not the first time I've been told.
So, you guys start heading that way?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to.
So I'm going to have Lee roll a D12.
Oh, good.
We make our way slowly and carefully, looking out for rocks to trip over.
Just lay down in the dirt. Save all the just fall over, lay down, and I shoot my arrow straight up in the air. Alright.
Whoever gets loose.
Whoever gets hit.
And it feels like you've been walking for a good while now, and the boulders just keep getting bigger.
Kind of weird.
This is,
Why are
we're
they
walking
bigger?
towards it.
Oh. Sorry, I have the IQ of a goblin. What are you expecting? No. No.
That's the best part about Cajun playing Goblin. You're
Yeah,
be yourself. I know nothing about everything. Oh, there you go.
What is that?
Okay, so you walk some more and please roll me d12.
Oh, good.
Alright. The boulders continue to grow.
Because we're getting closer to it.
Now they appear to be 300 feet tall.
Now, what does the map say? Okay, so we find the boulders. Is it somewhere, is this the entrance somewhere?
It says Rancor's lair right there.
Oh, in between.
Rancor.
In between those?
Yeah.
Alright, so
Okay, what are you saying, by the
Rancor.
way? Are you saying Rangar
I
or
am saying,
Rangar?
I'm saying
Rangar.
R-A-N-G-A-R. Okay. Like Rangar.
Rancor's castle. We're gonna go see Jabba's house.
Okay, you continue to walk. Lee, roll me a d12.
This is what the hellish illusion. We're not getting any closer.
The boulders grow even more. Now they're 400 feet tall.
I think we're actually just walking in place and the boulders are coming toward us.
Roll me a d12. Leo and Jesus, roll me a d12.
What?
Yay!
What?
Alright, so,
God gets to kill us now.
yes, as you are moving, all of, roll a d10 for surprise. Gil?
Oh, yeah.
3 plus 1.
Okay, now with you, now with you, that one would take you out of surprise. Other people might still be.
I got a 5.
You don't even need it because you have a +2.
Oh, yeah.
So you're not surprised. You're not surprised. Does anyone else have a bonus dex? No. Okay.
Hey, this is surprising how many Andy from. I like that.
Mugler, and Gil are all not surprised because off in the distance you see what appear to be flying demons. However, you're like, those aren't demons.
Some stupid bird man.
Oh, God, dang it.
They're cockroaches. So in this round, the birdmen are going to throw spears at you guys.
I'm
So
loading
you
up my
guys-
crossbow. Loading up the crossbow.
have
While
options
taking
to-
evasive action.
No, only those that are not surprised.
I am not surprised.
Hold on, I'm going to give you your. The terrain is, like I said, there's boulders haphazardly here and there, so there's options for cover, there's options for going out and fire, and or there's options for. So
I'm
let's
loading up
start with Bart. Bart says, "I would cast a spell." Gil says,
I'm going to fire my bow.
"Attack,"
I'm loading up my crossbow.
and you are going to attack. Okay, so roll a
And I'm also going to say to the others, prepare, here come birdmen.
What the heck?
Beat a 7. Are you rolling a d10?
Just had it.
Just for initiative.
Go ahead.
Just had the same dice, so I heard you.
Okay. Fast. Anyone?
I'll go on that.
Able to do.
No, you're surprised.
That's a 10 spare.
No, this is the.
That is.
Oh,
You had 2 of them? What are you doing?
I'm looking for my dice.
Are you going to roll to hit with your hand crossbow? Even though they're out of range for your hand crossbow, there's not much you can do there. Unless you, are you going to try and move somewhere? Out in the open?
No, I'm keeping cover.
Alright.
I'll take his advice for once and not consider it.
Alright, so to Bart. And
Hey! No.
Bart is going to cast. I got a spell right here. He will cast magic missile. And he will target 3 on one and 2 on another. Jim, would you roll damage for 5 magic missile?
Sure. 5. 9. 13. 17. 19.
Okay, so we got that one, and we got that and that one, and there's only 4 of these. Okay, so you want to take a bow shot on average with your bow of jib. You will be at medium range. And ready. And you wish to attack one that's been damaged by a magic missile or one that isn't. Basically, there's just 4 of them flying in.
I would choose one that I did not see a missile hit.
Okay, this one.
12. Let's see if I have a +4 against these type of creatures.
He hates these creatures.
Which will hit an armor class of 3.
You need an armor class of 7, so
Right.
you got it.
Dinkus
All Dinkus.
is 8. 2. That is with my additional health. I hate it. Let me see if. Okay, no extra damage for my hatred of
Correct.
creature.
Okay, so they have spears. And everyone apparently is in view except for good old Mudblood. So,
Yay!
we'll see who, and they don't really communicate well. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So the first spear flies in at number 3, which is Ewan. And I roll a 14, so a spear says shh. And Ewan, from a spear, takes a D8, looks like, yes. A big 5 points of damage. The second spear shot flies in at number 2. Gil. Your armor class is
6.
and I roll a hit for 3 points. The third spear flies in at number 4. That's Ewan again. And you, that is a hit for 4 more points. And the last spear flies in at Ewan again. And you are missed that time. So the last spear falls at your feet. And they are done. So now we move to the next phase, which would be your second shot.
Right.
And are you aiming at the same one?
Yes, the same one that I hit.
I'm still loading.
20!
Roll again.
17.
Okay, that's going to be a serious monkey. So roll damage and add 1.
Natural.
Isn't it great?
7
That's like an Alba pluses.
with my bonus.
Okay, so we do that. And then now roll for Stella.
Hey!
73. If I had called orange, it'd have been 37. 73.
So you hit the Aarakocra. Oh, somehow after it was like swooping down, and you said thunk into its upper back, and feathers fly off. And when Sirius
Man, your
moves
air
to
was
the back,
weird. They won't.
it now has -2 to hit damage.
They do. They go crazy direct.
And
It's the spiral shaft.
I could be scanning. I could be scanning behind you, making you run forward and hit you in the back.
Okay. And that, I guess, at the end, after at the end of the round, Bart will take a half move, and he will go for cover behind the bull. Anyone else?
Am I range
Oh, that's
it?
right. You guys are all surprised. Okay, so the
Am I
surprise round is done.
Am I range
Now with
it?
the hand crossbow, but you will be this time. So,
I want to fire whenever I'm in range.
okay, so what you want to say is you're going to guard with your crossbow. When they enter the square, you fire. Okay? You're just waiting for them to come to you.
I'm like a predator.
Now they will reach you
Oh, that's how it works.
for melee this round. So if you win initiative and you want to fire missiles, you can do that. But after that, you have to switch weapons. If you try missiles with someone that's engaged in melee, they get a free attack. Okay. Then you can still try to shoot them with your arrow if you want.
It'll be
Okay.
good to
So
know.
now it's actions, and we'll start with Leo Endercott.
Okay. I am going to ready my bow.
Yeah. Firing it. Bard. I will draw my sword and guard. I'm sorry, I will use my bow and arrow on this. Healer.
How many are there?
There's still 4 left. The 3 of them have been hit, wounded. And these guys have switched from spears. They now have shorts. They're finding them shorts.
Casting.
And you do what you said. Okay, who's rolling the D10 for initiative?
I'll do it.
Okay, where's your D10?
Found it.
Okay, roll it. What'd you get?
2.
Okay.
These new guys are doing me well.
4.
These
So
new guys are doing me well.
winner's side of fast would be.
Over here.
Okay, you have to wait. You'll get to go when they square your card.
You said there were 4 or 5.
4. So when is your spell go on? Fast, then you go.
2 of the ones, or 2 are going into one that doesn't look injured, and 1 in the other 3 that have been injured. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you just tell me how much damage to the uninjured one first.
Uninjured one first.
Okay, so you cast the spell and you all are starting to know what those words mean.
9 in the first one that has not
Already
been
know.
injured.
Okay. And then the second
5,
is, wait, are you splitting those up or is that going in the,
that's number 2. Number 2 guy has gotten 5 now. 9 in number 1 guy, uninjured guy.
now there's 3 others.
I understand. 5 then went into one of the 3 others. Doesn't matter to me.
First one gets 9. Second one
Hold
gets.
on. I'm gonna just say that there's one going after Leo and Gil and Bart in you. So you can pick which one of those you would like to do your damage.
Who are you gonna save?
That's 4.
I'm saying you hit the one that was going after you for a 9.
Okay.
And
Well,
there's
then
3
I'll
others.
just go with Bart. It's
Okay,
5.
that would be this one. So we found that.
Another 5 in the next one. Kills.
Okay.
And, and 2 goes to the side. 2 goes to the foot.
Okay.
So, good.
Okay, so that's
Taking
our
your
totals
advice
right
for once.
now.
Almost got all 4s.
And now we go
That's another
to the lizard side of fast, which is just them closing. And as they close, you get to take your shot if you're guarding them. So roll the 20 with your hand crossbow, and you're at short range. Roll
13.
and what armor class is it?
7.
That is exactly what you needed. So roll dangerous. You know what it is?
Actually, these guys are good.
What is your damage?
That is 1,
Okay.
Are they small?
Roll your d. Another man says 35 by 2.
3. How do you do that?
3. Okay, 1, 2 is 1. 3, 4 is
It's
2.
3.
Okay, so you do 2 points damage. And we end this one. That's the number there. And who? Nothing. Go to average, winner side of average. Okay,
So we go in there, I'll
so go ahead, Leo.
So 12. And then, so it's more plus of 6.
That is a hit. Oh,
They're medium.
they are.
So 1d6.
Did you ever take this special round? Okay.
Why am I supposed to have?
You don't get it.
Aw.
Okay, yours goes and falls, and feathers remain in the air and flight. As it goes up, tumbles onto the ground. And it just lays there and set it out to the side. Okay, so. Still.
Keep everything.
Come back.
That doesn't count.
17.
That's a hit. Well, think it's
8.
ooh. Yours is very close. It's definitely wounded and mad at you.
Good.
I would.
And that leaves Bart. Ewan, would you roll for Bart a d20 with his bow, please?
These are your special.
18. There's a hit. Roll a d6, please.
3.
All right.
Wait, spit that 8 out right out there.
I couldn't tell which one was which.
I thought it was the 8.
And then I saw the 7 was up there. Like, there's no 7 on these.
Not knowing.
Okay, the loser side. So they come in, and we'll go the first one. Leo, you kill yours. That means Gil. It swoops
Did I
down.
come
Nope. And it swings its sword at you and rolls a 16. That's 4, 2. And then over here we got Bart or Muglev that it's going to attack. So even's odds, we'll say even is Muglev. Even.
Ah!
So safe.
Muglev, your arm class is? That is here.
It is.
Oh, 5.
5. Okay.
I'm
Need
still
that,
very good.
and they rolls a 16.
Still very good.
Muglev, you get hit for 6 points.
He runs you through.
So how many hit points do you start with?
If there was a mirror around you, that would be an astonished expression on your
Start with
face.
12. Okay. 12 minus 6 is.
You got half an hour.
And the last one for you.
What do you look?
A miss. It rolls a 2 and says,
Could get a little
as you
spears poking.
barely get out of the way. And that leaves second shots for Leo, Gil, and Bart, and you. So
Now the fact that
I'm
this
gonna go
one's in
stand it.
melee with me, is that
if you were
still
yes,
get a
if you were
shot?
to take a shot, it would get a free attack on you, or you can change weapons by dropping that, and or you can use your bow to try to club that.
That's what's good.
Okay.
You don't have shit me on.
Roll the hit.
I'm gonna go and change.
Well, wait, now wait. You don't get a
The damage bonus.
no. You don't get a melee attack and then dash and
Oh, because I've already taken a shot.
Correct.
Okay.
So you don't have to drop anything.
I'm just guarding
Yeah.
at this point.
I will. If I shoot at the one that is attacking him, is there a chance that I will hit?
Yes, unless you take a called shot, and then you can't hit him. Unless you're willing to for 1. You'd be a -4 hit, but still. That guarantees you won't shoot the friend.
You're on the edge, man.
I'll take a
Go
call.
for it.
I'll take a call shot.
So
They're all
I'll be fine.
Minus
I got 1.
Hey, so it doesn't matter. So roll a level check on the 30.
Now's when you want low.
I had to
I
say,
got a 20.
I'll be
Okay.
fine. I'll be fine.
Roll again. Well, he might not hit you.
I know.
Because this is a chaos monkey.
This is right out of the movies, though. I'll be fine.
See what happens.
Message for yourself.
22.
Okay, when you
I'll
roll
avenge it, but
that,
I'm okay. I think I can make it. No.
No, Brady.
we're Oh, stop broadcast. Well, it just picked up where we left off. Great.
I was like, I am the hero.
Okay.
And all of a sudden a dragon comes.
We don't know what happened. It doesn't matter.
And this is
running away.
Yeah, and then it gets us up.
Okay.
No, seriously,
So-
it was an epic chase, like, it's thing as a blood dragon, and I'm like running, I'm like choking over stuff.
Are you doing that or you like it?
No, I'm telling you something. I'm like swimming, I'm like, hey, if I'm under the water, the fire won't get me.
What did you roll? A 7 or a 6 or something?
You rolled a 4.
That's still good enough. So roll damage. So you kill it.
And
Bart
eventually,
kills that one.
I got murdered by this.
And
My follower Lydia already died. I'm like, no!
okay, so that is Muglev. You still have a shot.
You ready to learn to
No,
play
you got
that
one
game,
shot
Jim?
because you got a hand crossbow. Okay. So now we go to the
I'm
end of the
firing.
round
It's not difficult. It's just
Where-
complicated.
Ewan, you no, you already healed yourself. No, you haven't. Okay, so you take a point of damage from that one. The serious wound that you took?
No.
That wasn't this time, it was.
That was previous, I healed myself.
Okay.
Yeah. No, this has just been straight damage.
Okay, so none of you go. Okay, good. So we go to
Me.
the next round. And we still have 1 and 1. And I need to roll this.
I'll do it again.
Nope. Okay. There. Gil, you are still in melee with 1, and Ewan is still in melee.
My
with
melee?
1. So we're going to do actions, and we're going to start with Mugler. No, we're not. You're going to attack. Ewan.
I'll hand it off to Leo.
With what?
My holy son. It's a weapon.
Is your holy symbol on a...
It's on the stick. Like a.
Like you said, a mace? Okay. Gil?
Okay.
Leo.
I will run to get myself.
You will attack. Okay, some Muglet, roll a d10 for initiative. Beat a 2. Okay.
Don't fail me now.
Fast is the winner side of fast, which is one on Gil and one on Ewan. So,
I wasn't.
Ewan, you will go first.
Guarding?
Yep, because basically, if you're guarding, the thing has to enter your square.
Okay.
So, you're already engaged in melee. I'm not sure if you can do that if you're already engaged in melee. Let me double check.
Guard, you mean if I can guard them?
Basically, you can't guard because it's threatening you.
Alright. Well, then I just.
Now you can parry, which is sometimes the best thing to do is take cover and try not to get clobbered. That might not hurt your feelings.
But I can't take cover because I'm in melee, so I go to take cover.
Here's what happens. Parrying is a move action that's in effect the entire round. Character parries, you cannot move, attack, or cast spell. Parry reduces a non-warrior class of 1/2 your level. So if you parry this round, basically it gets its attack at you at minus something in 5. Because isn't that your highest level?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's got a minus 5 to hit you.
That's right.
Okay, so it's going to try to hit you, and it needs a.
Can I just roll it?
Isn't that crazy?
Okay, so it needs this to hit you while you're
Yes.
parrying. And I roll exactly that. You take
All that for
1 point. Okay,
It was a glancing.
and then we go to the one on Gil. It,
Punch the spear further in.
you have an armor class of 6, if I remember correctly.
I'm sorry, what?
You have an armor class of 6, if I remember correctly.
Correct. Yes.
It rolls a hit. Look at these guys. Good.
That's getting good.
For a whopping 6 points.
Ow.
Slash, and then you see its little beak, and it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now we go to the loser side of fast, which would be Muglev
Me.
and
I'm on average.
that's your speed of your bow. That is fast. So you run over and attack. You charge over. If you charge, you get a +2 to hit, but you lose a dex bonus for your armor class, and you have a one. Your armor class goes up by 1, so it could be bad. Okay, so that +2 to your hit. So here comes Leo, run as fast as he can, and
he trips over! I'd like to see him just trip. Yeah!
Oh yeah.
Roll again.
That's a big deal.
Okay.
Does that thing light up when it rolls a 20?
Yeah.
How funny is that?
So-
I just saw it do it. I was like, holy shit.
Another 20 roll yields a critical blow. It doubles the weapon damage. So do that first.
I have no idea. These two. I don't know where he got it.
So 2 times 2 is
Pretty
4.
cool.
I never even heard.
No?
I
Okay.
guess a light
So
bulb
you
won't
do
fit
4
it.
points, which is a max 2 killing. So Leo charges over, kills the Aarakocra on you, and that leaves the one on the Heelwyn. And
What's with the giggles down in there?
you need to roll me percentile.
So there's no change in the battery then? They just at some point on the side. It's not like it's using up a
Oh,
whole.
right, no,
Especially,
Roll percentile. Roll both together.
I said especially the way you roll.
Roll it both together.
The ones charging. The 20s light.
Okay. Right? Heelwyn, roll me a 20.
I'm getting rare dice going today.
Natural? Holy crap, roll it again.
Oh, we're going back on these Aarakocras.
Okay. So,
I'm gonna show you the other.
Bard goes over and success surprises the Aarakocra and backstabs it.
Nice.
And at his level,
The thing explodes.
I'm covered in feathers. Thanks, Bart. I got,
We might be able to sneak in like that.
I got air stuck to my wounds. There's 2 spears sticking out. Thanks, Bart.
Yeah,
Try to shoot.
that's how we'll sneak in. We'll just.
Don't try.
Hi! Oh, hey, nothing. Aarakocra.
Yeah. Like a Pokemon.
roll me
That's all
a
I say.
d6 first.
Go.
Times 5,
10,
It's like
plus 1.
11.
Okay.
It's like.
He has a damage
Oh.
multiplier times 5.
What'd you say?
Backstab.
55.
So, you know, he rolled a 2, so it's 2 times 5.
The high sword not there.
And then plus 1 for the serious makes 11, and it is still enough to kill the last Aarakocra.
It's
So a
like.
sword comes through its,
Bart's standing there looking at me.
yeah, and you see the life leave his
Thanks, Bart.
avian eye.
It's nice of you to climb from the ranks.
He said, could you put your arm out for a second? Sure. He wipes the sword up on it. Thank you.
No problem. Hey, you open your mouth, I gotta piss.
He says, save it for my ear when you sleep.
Save it for your
Ready?
fight.
Hey, ready? Whose D6 is this? Is this mine or somebody got it?
I feel like, and when we're
I
sleeping.
stomp on the head of the Aarakocra that Leo felled in front of me.
It crunches.
Dirty bird.
It crunches.
Break your ankle.
And I'm gonna strip some feathers for my use in flings at some point. So I grab a couple handfuls of feathers and put them in my pouch.
And you just stab it a couple times.
I'm gonna do it for spell components, I'm sorry.
Is there anything I can find to repair
Is there any?
like
You got a Boyer Fletcher as an weapon
Yes.
proficiency?
Are they able to take the spears?
I would say if you're willing to,
Slice the sinew out of its leg.
What happened?
Yeah.
Bro?
String.
because let me
You don't have
read
extra
you,
string?
let me read you
Look at
what,
your supplies. You may have extra string. When you're
Yeah, I do
that
that.
page of all your crap.
You order stuff.
that seems perfect.
So, to recap, we have a way to sneak in through him. And we have the weapons need.
Go back to
A
sleep.
set of both electric tools can be used at a maximum of 60 by one character cost. Blah, blah, blah. Cost for normal energy. So there really doesn't say. So I'm going to tell you this. Why don't I just use fucking Google? That's what it's for. Making a bowstring. Medieval making a bowstring. That's what this is for. Why? Bowstring, blah, blah, blah. Medieval bowstring, because I'm guessing it's going to take more than just pulling the hamstring out of a dead bird man and stringing it on the bow.
What?
That's my guess. Does Bart have an extra string in his supplies?
Of course he does. What kind of bow is that? Is it a short bow or a long bow?
Long bow.
I just had my short bow, sorry.
I too, yeah. He looks at you.
No.
I can assist you, and I mean, I know you know how. I can help if that's going to speed it up. It's still going to take a little time to make the string.
Ballet?
At this point,
This is what he does. See, this is the part when you're like, in your mind, you think, go ahead.
It's over.
Yeah, go ahead, I don't have to deal with this crap.
No more, you know what I think.
I'm going to be far more patient than I was in there.
Well, yes, definitely. That's probably why I waited so long.
Yeah, that's why.
That and
The
nobody.
fact that nobody would ever want to.
I already beat you to it.
Without writing a check.
We pay good money for those kids. That's
I was on the internet for weeks trying to look up little white boys to buy and, I mean, adopt.
you wouldn't believe what you can find on eBay.
Word.
Fresh made new.
If you go on eBay, you can actually find people selling their stuff on eBay for like $30.
Does somebody actually buy it though?
I don't know.
Because that's dumb.
Now, are you aware that
Most in the jar.
Louis C.K. is coming to town?
Yeah.
Hey, you want to go to the jar?
It shows
Can't
Or
see it
was
because
it
it's
the
the ghost.
you know.
No.
Scott Trade.
Holy
Crap! I know.
big room!
That's a big venue.
I thought he might be at what's that new place? It's what's downtown. It's no, the Opera House.
Oh yeah, yeah. They
That would be it.
redid.
'Cause I saw Roger Waters there. I saw David Gilmour there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Peabody. Opera.
Yeah, it's a good Peabody. But who knows if it's going to be Peabody anymore? Peabody Cool is
Defunct.
best show I've ever seen. American theater. Without a doubt.
Oh, I can believe that.
Best show I've ever seen. And I was working at it. That was one of the oldest things.
Right. Awesome. You're watching the band instead of the
I
crowd.
was oh my god, there were more beautiful women there I've ever seen in my life.
Wow.
And the band was just amazing.
Oh yeah. I like to see it.
Remember when they had that Mentos video?
Yeah.
It was right after that came out, and Dave Grohl at the end of the show said, "We just really appreciate you're the first crowd that hasn't thrown Mentos at us." It was really cold. He told everybody, "Make sure you dress up. Make sure everybody gets home safe." I was like, "Is that being serious?" And then I got involved, watching the band, and he was genuine. That's really a good guy.
Yeah,
It
and
was so
he
spooky.
broke his leg. Did you hear about that? And instead of canceling shows, he sat in a chair.
Sat in a chair.
Did
He
the
brings
show.
people up on stage, play the guitar. I mean, it's nuts. They stopped the show one time because the mosh pit, some guy was acting like an asshole, and had security get the guy, get him the hell out of there. And he said, "No, dude, this is my show. You're not going to feed up on people. You get the hell out." They threw him out. It's tons of videos of him just being a really good guy. Brought his little daughter out on stage. She had her headphones on. The guy's a good guy.
Yeah, they seem to.
I watched his thing where they went around to different cities. They spent like a week in.
Yeah, different recording
Yeah.
studios for this
He
latest
said-
album.
Right.
Leo, roll
That was
me a
really
lawyer
cool.
Fletcher check
That really opened
at
my
a
eyes.
certain minus.
Just absolutely.
What do you need?
Crazy ass. But you're
Not
right.
not really fun.
Yeah.
It's sitting on the swamp.
Okay, so
I've been watching
Because-
it right so.
He's been
you're gonna try
on
to
Saturday
create
Night
one.
Live, I think, more than any other
from
musician.
two.
But sitting in with
Yes.
multiple bands,
Oh,
not
you
just
can do.
with
Well,
boomers.
Queens is
You're too short. but-
Stone Age?
Queens of the Stone Age.
Okay, roll it on.
He's involved in it.
Under each one. There's a
Tenacious
minus
D.
He's a Tenacious D.
number.
Nirvana,
Because this isn't.
Foo Fighters have performed several times.
So,
Crooked Vulture,
Yes, them Crooked Vultures.
Roll each one.
and
That whole crew. The Crooked Vultures.
Okay, so
It's Dave,
that's a
the
big
lead guy from
if
Queens
you're
of the
your
Stone
wife
Age,
and you're like,
who was also in the band that was playing there in in Paris. When they got on the stage, he was a death metal.
yeah.
That the lead singer for Queens of the Stone Age plays drums
Oh,
on that group.
wow.
And the reason they were called, that's a funny story, the reason that band is called the Eagles of Death Metal is he'd never heard of death metal before, and so this guy played in a Polish band that did death metal, and he was trying to explain to him what this band was, and then he's listening to him, he's like, you know, they're like the Eagles of death metal. And he said, wow, I wonder what that would be like to have music that was the Eagles, Eagles playing death metal, which is not anything at all what that music sounds like that they play. It's really good stuff. I'm a fan.
I haven't really heard their music.
Oh, you haven't? You can YouTube. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff on there. There's some things that's like, okay.
I've heard people say that. Man, really good.
They're going to be in town, actually. They're going to be at their new city, where my brother was, so I came to.
Boston.
Yeah.
Blueberry Hill?
No. The theater past there, same guy owns it.
Nothing.
You know what I'm talking about.
Pageant.
Yeah.
That's where we saw Tenacious D.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple of bands there. It's all right. It's a bit.
Yeah, it's not my favorite. It's
No.
Escaping Room only, basically,
Yeah.
which I'm not a fan of that.
Bars and all that other crazy. And I don't, after dark, I'm just not a big fan of that neighborhood anymore.
Oh, you mean because it's got all these places and alleys for bad people to hang out and
It's just not a good area. It used to be cool whenever we were teenagers. The Loop was the place to go. I was there every Friday and Saturday night. I was there on frequent Friday and Saturday nights, not everyone. We used to go there all the time. See Rocky Horror,
No.
Varsity, and the Tivoli, and it was just a cool place to be.
You get carjacked and murdered if you hang out too late.
It's just nuts, man. That's just not a fan of it.
All right, so the fight's over. Oh, is it the Birdmen are defeated?
I searched them for gold and weaponry.
All right, these Birdmen have in total 0 gold. They have 0 silver. And they have 0 copper.
Perfect. Exactly what I
Just throwing
expected.
that out.
However, they have several buttons
That's just
and
an
other
example.
shiny objects that they've seen and swooped down and picked up and brought back to their nest.
It's an example of the time it takes to search them.
They have short swords and there's 4 spears on them.
There's fucking 4 spears in me.
No, there are 2 in there and then 4 on the ground.
If any of you know how to use a spear, pick it up and bring it along.
I might as well try. Maybe I'll put it down to my side.
Dad, take all. Roll.
Hang on, I got it. I'll take one and then cut it down to my size and maybe I'll practice with it later. I don't want to pick a blob. I don't want to log, basically.
Alright, so you can carry that,
I'll have to cut it down my size.
what are you gonna cut it with?
Dagger.
You're gonna cut this spear shaft with your dagger.
I will take
No,
one
that's
of
stick wood.
They
It's
weigh.
like,
They weigh.
The sides of that chair right there.
What's wrong to do, I guess.
Do you think you could cut that chair leg with a knife?
Not a serrated then.
How much time do you have?
Daggers aren't serrated. So you gotta sharpen, that knife is gonna go dull in about
Does anyone else have it?
10 strokes.
Anyone else have it?
And yeah, don't leave it.
Now is not the time to collect things.
I also am gonna try and retrieve the arrows that I shot into these birds.
I'll take a crossbow bolt and see if I can find
I
any.
will also search for.
Okay, so we'll start with Gil. How many did you shoot?
I shot 3 arrows.
And did you hit with all 3?
I believe I did.
Okay.
Awesome.
Then you need to roll a
D6 for each one.
no, a d20 for each one. You want a 6 or higher.
15, 9, and a 4. So 2 survive.
Correct. And Leo, the same thing for you.
1 up here.
Because I attempted to shoot 2. The first one hit, and then the second try my bow.
So you only shot 1.
Okay. So I'm rolling
D20. You're basically the arrow is making a saving throw to see if it is still usable.
a 20.
And it is still usable. You retrieve it. I like his paranoia. Don't say it. Okay. Anything else?
Did you get whatever components you need off of these? Okay.
I'm not a necromancer.
I don't know
what
how-
its eyes and its tongue.
Yeah, cut its beak off and make a helmet out of it.
Bart's like, that's cool. Go. Don't.
He has a condition of called dope.
Doism.
Yeah, so
He's got the doiter.
Taoism is the same thing. Nice try.
what?
Just.
I don't get it.
Alright,
So we continue to make our way toward
continue
the
to make your
stone.
way, okay.
Are you okay? Spears. It's like they were
Yeah, I
targeting
want
you.
to get those out.
They always target the most powerful.
Speed it.
Like other maids.
It's not that-
run and hide.
Brightly colored robe you're wearing.
Oh, you mean the one that saved your ass? No.
Yeah. After you had to sneak up behind it.
Yeah,
Instead of
that's what I
casting
do.
your spells,
Look,
and blasted all of them
I
out
save
of the
my
sky.
spells for when they're really important. These birdmen were pussies.
I mean, I never.
No offense, Gil, but come on.
Hey, I agree with you.
I never got hit once.
I'm saving my spells for, there's
Yeah.
something worse in there.
Because you're a hunter.
Everybody knows things get worse the closer you get to what you're trying to get.
Like your breath. Read on, Matt.
He's got the map.
You hold it so he can see it.
I didn't realize I had them.
I thought you did have.
Well, he gave Bart the map. But I'll write it down. I have the map now. Fine.
Okay, yeah, let's put it this way. If for some reason Bart has it, he's like, here, hold this. Roll me a cigarette. You know what that's from?
No.
Oh, it's just Three Stooges, Mosan, and people stuff. Larry something together, they're flying together, they're playing.
Yeah.
They're flying in this air when they're flying. I was like, hold this. He's like, now roll me a cigarette and all the tobacco's blowing.
Yeah.
Alright, this is always makes me mad. Okay, so Geralt has the map. He's the map. He's the
It's
map.
rolled
He's
up
the
and
map.
it's
He's the
secure. And then we're going.
Well, Matt suddenly comes alive.
map.
Do you see the mountain? It's right there behind you, Dora. You do see the mountain? Yeah. Behind you, turn around. Show me the mountain.
Booth says he's been turned into a frog demon. Boots, don't bite me in the ass.
Again.
Froggy no hopping.
Froggy, we gotta say it 3 times. Froggy, no hopping. Froggy, no hopping. Froggy, no hopping. That was awesome. All right, so you continue on, and you walk another distance, and now the stones are 500 feet high. You roll me 12.
Ah, jeez.
Oh, another one.
12.
Nothing. Okay, so finally, you round a set of stones that are taller than you, and you stop because as you look in between the two giant boulders,
There's another one in your
appears
way.
to be a black as night
Dog.
stone made out of this dull black rock
Like
rising in the
obsidian?
air.
Like obsidian?
Kind of, but not shiny.
So coal.
Castle.
Coal.
The castle has a main gate. There's no outer wall. It has not a gate, a door. And then there's the big black wall that extends some 60 feet in both directions. And on the top of the wall, there's crenellations. And then at the corner of the wall, there's parapets of merlins. And there appears to be...
What kind of pets are with the wizards?
No. Merlins, I think, are the stones that are on top that are every other.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's correct.
Oh, is that right?
That's good.
I actually remembered something. So what are correlations?
The design. Look it up.
That's the magic that Crenlo does.
What?
Blast from the past.
Who is a criminal?
He's a
He's a criminal.
This is getting to be
He invented.
long gone. So, the question is, how do you wish to approach?
Yeah, let's, there's no outer wall, so what the,
Do you know what I mean by outer wall? How a castle would have the outer wall, curtain wall, and then there's the
Okay.
killing field between that wall and the
Inner wall.
living space per se.
okay,
So this has no outer wall, no curtain.
so it's
Windsor,
just the
Windsor Castle's
doorway.
got an awesome version of that. That's huge, that killing field. You really have to get there, man. Shit.
They got enough archers up there, yeah, you probably wouldn't make it. But if you had enough guys, I'm sure you eventually would swarm it.
Yeah.
Or magic.
So, well, I'm sure they've
Or
got
luck.
classes set up.
Maybe a little.
But you don't, unfortunately, you don't see anything up on the wall from where you are.
Mhm.
Although all of you can roll me 30s, you have observation, you roll that. If anyone else has like any kind of thing which would allow you to see, you have observation, right? It's not a weapon
Yeah.
proficiency. So roll a 20 against it, you equal to or less than.
Look it up, you gotta play with you.
I don't know how that works.
You 30, right? You said? Yes, the other people, would you make it equal to or less than? No, you failed?
I rolled a 2.
I got 17.
Okay, so the 2 actually is good enough. Because with a non-proficient check, you take the score and you minus 10, and there you go. So what you notice from the distance, which I'm going to say is 50 yards away, wispy, smoky apparitions up on the wall that appear to be wafting along as if spirit soldiers on guard.
Are there a lot of them, or is it just that there's one every once in a while?
Yes, there's one every, by the count of 20.
I tell them, I see spirit guards on the walls.
I don't know if we're gonna, I guess magic weapons are gonna have to be used to affect them. My arrows probably go right through.
Oh, that, well, Leo would probably, well, Leo's gonna be.
Mark says, well, we've got them.
Leo's gonna be the only one who can hurt.
The only one that doesn't is, either one.
Oh, we were enchanted.
It's like, no, just our plain weapons, remember, whatever your grandpappy name is, Mumpar or whatever?
Yeah, they're enchanted. Our weapons are enchanted.
I actually don't. You're practicing.
You gotta write it down.
It's Tormentor.
Wow.
Metror.
Close.
Metror.
His name is Frank.
Don't you remember nothing?
Okay, so Bart says, let me see, he's looking at this. If we can get up to the wall, I can cast past wall, and we can get in without them knowing, but
I want to try to time it. Does it look like it's in regular intervals?
it does.
And so I'm going to count.
On the count of 20.
So every count of 20, there's something there. But it's moving at a steady speed.
Yes.
So, all right, I don't know how much it's guarding. I mean, it's there, but it's moving, so
Well,
it's not like it's stopped and looking.
if you've got the timing down, after he passes, we've got, what, you said 20 seconds to
20, a count of 20,
rush the wall and get up where maybe they can't see us.
and it's 50 yards away, you said, right?
Yes. And the way I want to
You have 50 yards at 20
Oh, yeah,
seconds.
there's no cover between, this would in effect be.
We're like at the edge looking around the
Yes.
stones and then it's open to the
Yeah.
cast. Well, I don't know if we can make that.
What about this teleportation?
I have to seen or been, or we're gonna teleport, and I haven't seen or been inside the keep, so it wouldn't work.
No, we can try sneaking. We can
I
creep
can
slowly
probably do that.
and maybe they won't notice us.
Maybe if we walk in single file.
Yeah, okay.
Or it's like, what is that? Why would you walk in single file?
Because you're less likely to be noticed from a distance if
I
you're all
can
in
I can
single
use my
file.
peep skills finally. I can like hide in shadows and
There are no shadows to hide in.
yeah.
Are you saying you wanna go up there and try and attack it all by yourself? And do what? Well, then you shouldn't go somewhere you don't know.
I mean, that's great that you could do that.
I'm gonna have a plan.
But we're not quite as stealthy as you are.
Yeah.
So you might get there without being seen. That doesn't mean we will.
I mean,
By the way, I looked him over. See, he looks cut up, right?
you were hit, with something.
A sword.
Short sword.
Got half right now.
So he's got a wound, yes.
Big gap.
And
Where
you want to
you-
know where? It doesn't really, but I'm going to say. He was wounded on a 72, which is, so, okay. So you cast a spell and you,
Where are you? When I grab my back here.
7.
-1.
So you gain back 6 hit points.
I'm back full.
Okay, keep your head down, boy.
You feel the power enter you and you start to feel better.
Feel warm.
Now you're
More like you're peeing on yourself.
Pop it in a
yes,
closet.
we have ice babies. And last night. And while the talking.
And while I was walking through bed.
And the first time I saw her. That explains a lot.
In the bad neighborhood.
Turns out it wasn't a girl. It wasn't a girl. It was a dog in a kilt.
It wasn't. Again.
See why the game came? This is why the game was.
See, it's happening.
No!
That was good. You got me by surprise. I failed.
Roll one.
Yep. Okay. So, the face is
It's good.
just So, Bart says, I can't imagine people like that movie. I hate it. No. Doesn't hate it.
I've seen that for-
What have you ever seen a dog get killed?
Thanks for catching up there, 386 boy.
In 2 minutes, you'll laugh really
Yeah,
hard.
it'll be a new thing in the year.
Eating sound like
not gonna kill him. There you go. See, spell over yourself. Very good. We're gonna point out everything you do.
That'll be less when you get your braces off.
Yeah.
No!
Oh, we're almost done, Kate.
No!
So, Bart says, I don't really have any good ideas now. I mean, I could do something. The thing is, I don't know if there's more guards.
Yeah, once we get in the wall.
Guard. It's almost like we would need to, kill this, if it can be killed, the spirit guard, and then he's like, hey, wait a second, spirit guard, can you turn it? Although it's just going to go into the keep, I guess, and then that wouldn't work either.
I think I would say that would be the plan, with the backup being with your magical weapons to back it up.
I have one other suggestion, and that would be, Mugleb, you want to do something, huh? Sneak up there, go in that castle and look around.
All right. That took some arm twisting.
If you can hide,
I want you to jump off the edge.
if you can hide as good as you think, just look up over the wall and see if you see anything down below. Because if there's nobody else down in there, then basically, from what I can tell by looking here, it looks like a courtyard looking behind that, and that's it.
Right, I'm gonna try
So
that.
what are you gonna do?
I'll be trying to hide in shadows and move up there.
Okay, and do you want to approach the front of the castle or the side?
I'm guessing they're going all around.
Correct. Basically in a big square.
Doesn't even matter, I'm just gonna go there.
Okay.
Nice one.
Yep.
Now, do you know what hide in shadows does and move silently does?
I made it! I made both of them.
When you hide in shadows, you remain perfectly still.
Oh.
You really can't.
Just moving silently, and don't you have a non-weapon proficiency about blending in or something, you said? Besides your
Hiding.
sneaking skill? Yeah.
Hiding.
I don't know if that makes you have to stay in one
Hiding
place.
is when you build a place, a fine
So,
place to
Just like hide in shadows, you'd have to stay still.
Yeah.
So you're just moving silently.
Hopefully I will not.
All right, roll your move silently.
I did. I made it.
Like what?
I mean, I can add it to what.
Okay. So as far as you know, you move quietly up to the wall. Then what do you do?
So is there
What
a
you guys-
gate there?
what
Is
you
there
guys
a
see
gate?
is him go across the field and
Without being spotted.
yes,
And is there like a gate there?
it's a yeah, it's a gate.
Is there any guards there?
Not that you can see now.
Try and get in, I guess.
So sharpening your sword, so be right there.
How are you going to try to get in? You're going to try to bust the gate down.
No. I can climb the wall.
Okay.
But that-
Now, looking at him next to this gate, how much bigger is the gate?
The gate is
it
twice.
4 foot?
It's what? Twice as size.
Is it solid?
8 feet, maybe 4 foot tall. Front of your sheet, top of it. Say yours.
Floor.
So this isn't like a portcullis, this is just like a door in the wall?
Yes.
And it's a solid door?
Is it locked?
You going to touch it?
Is
Okay.
it locked?
So you try to touch it, and it is not locked.
I didn't.
What do you do?
Go in.
Gonna go in?
Yes.
Right.
Oh, actually, you know what? First, am I able to look in the keyhole to see it?
There is no.
Okay, I'll peek open the door and just look at it.
Okay. You look in. You do not see anything alive or moving. You see what appears to be a completely empty 20 by 20 room.
This is good.
And what it matches up with is the walk around this size of this room.
So this room, so like,
And on the opposite side of you is a door as well. I can draw that out. I know we're running out of time, but
I have to take this slow, man. Stealth takes work.
So you guys see him go inside. Does that mean it's clear, fellas?
Yes.
Well, it doesn't matter because we have to go rescue his dumbass again.
Hey, I'm taking a look around and getting out.
You didn't hear me say that? You didn't make any comment?
Hey, you said-
No. Shut up!
Have you seen Guardians of the Galaxy yet?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So here's where Muglet went in. So you're in this room right here. There's 10 by 10. Now, yeah, to the side.
The guards are boiling the oil.
You keep this door open? You keep this door open when you go through?
No, I'm closing it.
Okay.
In case anyone's gonna come around here, like, oh,
Shit.
I went in.
At a trot, I'm heading that way.
Okay. Are you doing it at any specific time? Are you doing that at any specific time?
As soon as I see him go in and the door closed.
Well, the ghostly jitters.
Oh, once it passes that area,
Okay,
I don't know.
then everyone else go?
Might as well.
All right, so you guys, I'll go up there. Okay, meanwhile, you're here. You open this other door?
I'll wait for them.
How do you know they're coming up?
You don't.
Alright, I'll head.
That's another game. Okay.
You were supposed to look and come and tell us.
I did.
That's metagaming.
No, you didn't. That's what he was supposed to do. That's all
I
I'm
am going in, looking around, and then getting out. Is that too hard to
Okay,
understand?
so you go through here, and this opens up into an even larger room with a bigger double door right
Anyone there?
there. No.
Well, I'll go back out there and see if tell them to see.
Okay,
See?
so right when you guys get to the door, my glad opens up.
And I can't. Oh. The door opens and I'm canceled.
Right. All right.
It's
Oh,
safe.
you're alive. You gotta go, so I have to.
See?
I'm gonna take a picture of this.
See?
You can
Told you.
replicate it in 2 weeks?
Yes. Because
Told
I
you.
swear it would be difficult.
Told you.
That's not the scale anyway, though, is it?
I said 60.
That's the scale, that's the size of this?
See, I told you I would come right back out.
So how long would it take
Dang it.
in a 20 count? Using all the little rules, the movement rules.
Well, it depends on how fast the spirit guard moves.
That's what I'm saying.
So-
So it's 20 seconds to move.
I'm just saying every 20 seconds, one guy
Exactly.
goes.
So they're crossing that wall. So that, like, at second one, they're at that corner, at second 20, they're at this one.
Oh, I see what you're saying. No, I just figured every 20 seconds, one was starting here and coming.
Well, that's what I'm asking though.
So you're
So
asking
if
how long
that's,
does it take to get from here to here?
exactly. If that was second one, what would
Let's
that be?
say,
It would be 5 seconds, say 10 seconds, 15 seconds. 5 seconds to go across.
One guard. One spirit that's making that entire,
I'm saying it
If
takes,
it were.
I'm saying it takes 10 seconds for this spirit guard to go to 60.
so 10 seconds.
So there's
So that would be what, 60 a second, right?
No, that's fine. So that means there's nothing around for 10 whole seconds. That's a lot of time.
Yeah, well, they're not expecting an invasion.
Good. I don't want to
They're not
disappoint
expecting
them.
you guys. What
No.
fun would that be if every enemy was like, no, there, Pete.
So fun.
I don't like dungeon masters. They
Here's the
always
wall.
have to have something waiting for it. Like, no. I'm telling you right now, these people aren't expecting this invasion. So whatever you find here, if anything, this is going to be like, right.
Unless we would have brought Gypsy Boy.
Rachel. Then they would have like, oh,
They would have had 2 guards every 10 seconds.
or whatever.
Double guards.
Double the fun.
We're expecting trouble.
Hey, at least I follow.
Oh, what is that? What,
All right, you're released.
a goblin? This is a
Oh,
goblin.
Dave! The corner of my bed is lit.
What bed?
Fine.
Were you sleeping?
No.
Hey, put your dice back in the square thing and set it up there on the shelf. Well, I'll have to find out what that is. Did I get anything from Isaiah pouring water out of the cup to Isaiah? That wouldn't be my first choice.
I didn't go in there, so that's not people.
Yeah, you don't need
Did he climb into your bed last night? Huh, then I don't know anything. Oh, well. Alright, so do you guys know of any impediments to 2 weeks from today? That is great. Went Captain America Civil War Thursday.
I enjoyed it. Great meeting.
Really good.
See you in 2 weeks.
Have a good.
Alright, Jimbo.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Fare thee well.
So next Thursday, if nothing comes up,
We're gonna do that this weekend at some point. We don't have a time set for it yet.
you got the perfect setup down there.
$6.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's why I gotta go to matinee. If I can't pay full price.
I thought maybe if Mama had the boys this weekend, you could come down and see a movie with us. That's what I was getting at her.
Well, it's just an average weekend for me, so it's not gonna happen until Sunday morning.
Do you have to work at some point Monday?
Yeah, it's just another day.
Yeah.
But it's extra money.
That's what I figured.
That will come in handy because I just bought a dehumidifier for the base. That's
Open those for
it's
mine.
working, but
Yeah.
it costs. Mine was $150.
Yeah. And then you gotta run it 24/7. So that costs too.
I want to see if you guys are close to leveling up yet before you go.
I doubled my magic collection by purchasing Snicks. You play? Oh yeah. Yes, I played it. He had just about as many as I did, so now my binders are all twice as full.
Get some good ones out.
Some, lots of rares. You know, I began the prospect of organizing, and I've been pulling all my rares and putting them in one binder. So eventually I will sit down on eBay and look at every card that's rare and see if I have any that I can make my money back.
I'll make decks to defeat your son.
Yeah, my friend Brad came out to the house last night after work. One or two other matches with a deck.